The views expressed on the previous
But what about Jerk Street?
Hosts, guests, and callers, and do not reflect those of the Beasley Broadcast.
Was that yesterday?
Staff, advertisers, or agencies.
Yeah, I think so.
Kirk Jerk Street was on yesterday? Wow.
I think, but I'm not sure.
But he had Drew Rosenthal on today, so that's another jerk.
WQAM.
Real jerk. Jackass. Hey, Drew.
You fairy.
560 WQAM presents The Neal Rogers Show. To talk to Neal, dial 567.
Dow's up 74 points. Let's hear it.
In other counties, call toll-free.
Here comes the bunny.
Or 560 on your AT&T.
Wonder how Joe Plumber's doing. Joe the Plumber's doing.
The opinions expressed by Neal.
I wonder if he's got plumber's crack.
He's not a person, he's a plant.
Represent those of WQAM management, staff, or sponsors. Now, the
Like I
Neal
said, the Dow's
Rogers
up
Show
17 points.
560 WQAM.
All the crap you can unwrap, all the slime, all the time.
And now it's time for another edition of Professor Mo.
Hiya, boys and girls. Welcome back to another electrifying notification. Today, we're going to learn about aromatherapy. Now, if my illustrious assistant will give me a hand. Get out of there.
What? You said give me a hand.
Not up my ass, dildo breath. Now get out of there. I know what you're doing. I know who's behind this. Certain people. Certain people.
What are you talking about?
Never mind that now. We're going to demonstrate the infectious of aromatherapy today. All right?
Okay.
Now, here, smell my finger.
But
Get up and smell my finger.
Okay.
Now, you'll notice, boys and girls, that Geldy is smelling my finger.
Can't do it.
Stay right there and smell my finger. And don't move. Tell the boys and girls out there if it smells like pizza.
It smells like doo-doo.
Hey, you keep it right there under your nose until it starts smelling like pizza.
Why does it smell
I had it
like...
up my ass all morning, but that shouldn't matter. I had cold pizza for breakfast. Now obey your dominant master.
I'm going to pass out if I have to keep doing this.
Listen, you want to smell my feet instead?
No.
That's a good slave. Smell my finger. Did you ever smell a real woman? Yeah. Yeah, but not like the ones back in my day. Back then, the broads had a rainforest running up their crack to the armpits. What are you, dead?
Yeah. 10:02 at 560 WQAM. Happy Thursday to you.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome. We missed the Drew Rosenstein house Krantz Schwartz on the Joe Rose show this morning.
Well, you just weren't trying hard enough.
But I was, well, I don't know. If I would have known that Jerk Street would have been on, then I would have listened. Not. Here's the poll results so far. Obama, by the way, kicked ass last night. That's all over now. It's done.
Yeah.
Every poll, except Miss Fudge. Miss Fudge on the Fudge Report had the poll result up there before the debate was half over, with McCain, of course, winning handily. Hands down, Miss Fudge's pants. But everybody else, overwhelming. Grumpy. And you know something? Not only is he grumpy and keeps going on the attack, but he looked really bad last night. Not that he ever looks good, but he looked extraordinarily bad.
Yeah.
That cheek was really puffy and... yeah. Nasty old curmudgeon. Miserable old coot.
Small business income.
Yeah, how's Joe the Plumber doing? Okay, here's the poll results so far. I feel old when. 930 votes. Boy, we can change it when we get to 1,000, Fat Chris. Now, what's the story? Are you going to be here tomorrow or not?
That's what Lee and I were talking about.
And?
Haven't decided yet. I'll probably be here.
Well, what kind of an answer is that? This can, at least you're consistent. You never, ever give me a direct answer.
He doesn't know.
Well, haven't decided
yet? I have 1 day a week off so far.
Yeah.
Tomorrow would be a second day off, which is what most people get. So, but I'll probably be here tomorrow.
Were you here on Monday?
No, that was my 1 day off.
So then what do you debate? You're going to work like 3 days on the show?
If that's what he wants me to do. No,
if that's what who wants you to do.
I will probably be here.
If that's what who wants you to do.
If Josh is going to do my scheduling, he's doing it.
F. Clarence.
No, thank you.
God. You're taking orders from that little pipsqueak?
Hey, trade him a contract.
Well,
trade him your contract for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Let's see how big his ball
I would rather have work Friday and have Sunday off.
Kick him in the ass.
Sunday, so.
Kick him in the ass and throw him against the wall, drag him around like a freaking rag doll, Clarence.
Mm-hmm.
Clarence. Kick him in the ass and throw him against the wall, drag him around like a freaking rag doll, Clarence. Kick him in the ass and throw him against the wall, drag him around like a freaking rag doll, Clarence. Oh, there's Joe the Plumber.
My name on national TV. And like I said before, I'm just glad I could be used.
Yeah, it could be used by...
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
At least he's being honest. I got the story about that that's making the rounds on the internet. Thanks to one of our emailers out there. Neal@neilrogers.com is the email address. And also be sure and look on neilrogers.com right under the poll and take a peek at that lovely picture. And that's very popular now. I feel old when a longtime celebrity gets older, dies, 203. When I talk to young people, 184. When I look in the mirror, 171. When I look in the mirror, I go, oh. Talking about my favorite old movies, music, TV, etc., food, restaurants, 150, living in the past. I remember when gas was under $1 a gallon, 121. I remember things from 50 years ago, 68. I'm asked if I'm a senior citizen, 33. Would you like the senior Diet Coke, Sonny? Oh, my God. That old. It's only this one bitch. She always does that to me. I'm not going to go to her line anymore. Oh, Alice Rantel is back to work. Aren't you excited about that? He was ill.
Oh, you know what? I thought my life was over, but now...
Alice Rantel's announced to be returned to KABC after 4 months of treatment for lymphoma. Rantel says she is now cancer-free and ready for work. She'll be returning to her normal hours, 11 to 11:45 a.m. and 7 to 10 p.m. weekdays. Welcome back, Al, and continued good health, it says. Well, I wish him good health, but other than that, putting her back on the air right before the election, though, that's just what we need. Not that she'll do any good out there in California. It's a done deal. In fact, the whole election's a done deal. Oh, the Dow is down 19. Oh, my. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Oh, the S&P is up, Neal. Yeah, likely story. Wonder if that guy's laying under a viaduct somewhere. God, what a schmeckle. Tracy and Kendall says, given your love of music, you'll love this site. Did she send this to you?
Yes.
Well, you can look it up.
I will.
TropicalGlen.com. It's a jukebox that plays the top 100 oldie songs from the 40s to the 80s, as well as other musical genres. You can look up a song from any given year, play it for background sounds, or use it to help with a poll. I know that you don't do links on the show, so just try it for yourself. Well, I can't play the stuff on the air. Why don't you stick it in there and see what it does?
Stick it?
Yeah, stick it.
All right, let me go look.
Stick it to the ticket. Are we not running those anymore? Those ones that go ticket. I hope.
I don't know.
No,
I hope not. Oh, please tell me no, please. The book comes out tomorrow morning at 10, so I got to be here. And this morning, I may have to make a run for a Joyce at some point during the show, just alerting you now. Well, this morning I sat, but I could not schmat. So
there you sat, all broken-hearted?
I sat, but didn't schmat, so. Well, it was just, your normal routine. You sit there and you think something's going to happen, and this morning it did not. Very unusual for me. Maybe that's because I had a good Atkins day yesterday. Perfect. No, I did not. I had a Snickers bar. Damn it. But other than that, I had a perfect day. No good?
That's good. No. I'm kvelling over here, actually.
Today I'm not having no Snickers bar. I'm going to get in that cab at 2 and head off to Woodbine again, where I won a few bucks yesterday. How do you like that? I won a few dollars. TropicalGlen.com. Find it. So here, this is from Babel Magazine. Somebody emailed this to me. Joe the Plumber, it's got his picture here. Republican plant and relative of Charles Keating, ? If you watched the third and final presidential debate last night, you know that there were many mentions of Joe the Plumber. Joe's actually Joe Wurzelbacher, an everyman who appeared out of a crowd at an Obama campaign appearance and asked the senator about his economic plan. Joe says his American dream is being able to provide for his family and send his son to college, but some are saying that Joe isn't who he appears to be. Here's the buzz from the internets. Wurzelbacher, who says he was playing football outside with his son when he came upon the crowd gathered around Obama, was planted by the Republican Party. This would explain how conservative sites got stories posted about him in advance of the debate and how easily everybody else found him for interviews. Wurzelbacher is not even a registered voter. He may not be licensed in his home state of Ohio. Wurzelbacher may be related to Robert Wurzelbacher of Cincinnati, Ohio, who happens to be Charles Keating's son-in-law. Keating was implicated in the Keating 5 scandal, along with John McCain. Wurzelbacher already owns a few companies, which would contradict his claims of being a plumber looking to buy a small business. One thing that is definitely on the record, Wurzelbacher compared Obama to Sammy Davis Jr. in an interview with Katie Couric.
Cute.
I didn't know Obama could tap dance. I know McCain can tap dance around the questions. Well, he just wants to raise taxes, raise your taxes. Just keep saying the same crap over and over again. and he's a terrorist, and Schwarzer. So is any of this true? I'm not sure, it says, but some things are suspicious. For instance, how was it that a newspaper was present when Joe was watching the debates? They took the picture above. If Joe didn't know, his name would be mentioned. I'm sure the National Enquirer is already hot on Wurzelbacher's trail. It says, so expect to hear more on Joe the Plumber soon. In the meantime, I'd like to get Joe's number. My bathroom faucet is leaking. He's got a leak. Isn't that cute?
So anyway, I'm on that site for what it's worth, and yeah, that's everything she said it was.
Now, can you play the songs off of there or not?
Yeah, you can just click on it and like...
Crank one up, like from the 50s. Oh, what is that?
Come on now. Pops.
Oh, give me a break.
It's a chick. You might not like her.
Oh, I see. That's right. I hate women. I forgot.
It's My Foolish Heart.
Yeah, but it's... Who is it?
Patty Page?
Georgia Gibbs? Who?
Patty Page.
Oh, Patty Page. I like Patty Page on Decca Records. Oh, all this syrup, man.
Well, what do you want?
If you're having waffles and pancakes, we got all the syrup for you this morning.
You can click on Hits by the Week.
The Dow is down 55. What year are you in?
50?
Oh, that's too far back. Good night, Irene. Yeah, good night, nurse. Okay, play something from like 54, 55.
Hang on. I'm all over the place over
50.
here.
Jesus.
I'm all over the place over here. 54, 55.
Yeah.
I don't know if it... all right, here we go to 55. It doesn't look like it's giving me a choice, although it does have a little search thing.
What do you mean by that?
It's like in other words, I haven't figured out how to use it yet.
That's 56.
It says 55 top hit songs.
Ain't that a shame? Well, like I said, 55, that's right. Imperial Records, the Fat Man. Antoine Fats Domino. I just love the Fat Man. You gotta have heart. That's what Joyce says. You gotta have heart, but don't cut a fart. Who was that?
I think it's all the same. I think it's all... I'm not sure how it comes up yet by artist, random selection.
Well, these are just the musical beds?
A lot of these, no. A lot of these sites don't give you, like, exact control, like just play anything you want. But you can break it down by genre.
These are you're playing so much syrup.
Yeah, well, that's what's coming up, Dad.
How about 57?
Hang on.
I was down 100 points.
Oh, here's Elvis.
No, we don't want Elvis.
That's what it gives you. You know, when you click on a date, it throws you at an artist. It throws an artist at you.
Oh.
Ooh, it's got TV themes, though.
Such as?
Come on now.
Yeah. Da-da-da-da.
All right, you know that one. You know this one, too. It's one of my favorites.
Dan Major.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Listen to a story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed.
Oh, that's the wrong standard.
Right.
I'm a woman. I stained the chair.
Yeah, good for you. Okay, let's do the break. Welcome back. Boy, I hated that show. That was the worst damn show.
Yes, it was.
And the worst theme song, too.
Yes.
Welcome back, Cotta. 10:13 at 560 WQAM. We got the Big O coming back at 2 this afternoon in spite of massive protests. The best deals on the most comfortable mattresses on earth are just a phone call away when you call 1-800-MATTRESS. Even in these tough times, can you afford just 13 cents a night to get a great night's sleep? Sure you can. 1-800-MATTRESS has got a new Sealy model with memory foam and sets start at just 13 cents a night. Choose firm, plush, or pillow top, all at the same low price. 1-800-MATTRESS is South Florida's largest Sealy dealer with same-day delivery. 1-800-MATTRESS don't have no stores, which means lower overhead, and they pass humongous savings on to you. Delivery whenever you choose, whenever it's convenient for your ass, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., weekends, holidays, even on Shavuos, even the same day you call, if you like. Call by kickoff, get your mattress delivered by the post-game show. All with the famous 1-800-MATTRESS 30-day in-home comfort trial. Think about it, a great Sealy mattress with memory foam delivered whenever you want, starting at just 13 cents a night. So just do what I've been doing for years and what everybody at QM is doing. Call 1-800-MATTRESS today. The one and only Dial-A-Mattress. Or go to the allnewmattress.com on the Wicked Web. Just call 1-800-MATTRESS, M-A-T-T-R-E-S. Leave off the last S. It stands for sensational, stupendous savings.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neal Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
No portion of this program may be reproduced.
Oh, Sarah's hawking Joe the Plumber this morning already, right now as we speak.
BZ Broadcast Group Incorporated.
Get the honey, Junior.
You go, Joe. I bet he knows Jolly Joe, fat-ass Jolly Joe from Raleigh.
I joined the Nazi party. They used to call it the GOP.
You fairy.
And I strongly agree with right-wing policies, so they won't be coming for me. So I went to the Nazi party, convention held in the Empire State. For 9/11, thank the Saudis, give their hands a shake, and dance on the grave. I'm reading Mein Kampf now, the Bush Doctrine as well. You see, you believe anyone if you can't think for yourself.
La-da-da-da, la-da-da-da, la-da-da-da-da-da-da.
The entertainment at the Nazi party was appropriately Christian and white. There was David Duke and Clear Channel of Brooklyn Greenwood and Toby Greenteeth Keith. I'm watching O'Reilly now and Ann Coulter as well. If you don't believe Bush is the only one, then you should die and go to hell.
Absolutely.
10:19 at 560 WQAM. We got Big O at 2, Mad Dog at 4. Hurricane Hotline 7 to 8:30. Wow. Why is there an asterisk next to that?
Subject to change without notice.
8:30 we got Tampa Bay at Boston. That'll be the last game of that series, right? The Rays, baby. Rays and the Phillies in the series. Now, the Phillies beat the Dodgers last night 5-1. And the Phillies are going to the World Series, which means the team that swept the Cubs, the Dodgers, is out.
Correct.
They're done. They swept the Cubs, didn't they?
I think so, yeah.
Boy, good thing we never hopped on that Cubby bandwagon.
Why would you?
Tried to tell that a-hole. What?
Exactly. Why would you want to hop on the Cubby bandwagon?
If you're an idiot. Now, let's see. I think now I know where to find that. Oh, here it is.
The Cubs suck.
Yeah.
The Cubs suck.
Even Harry knew
The
it.
Cubs suck.
Anyway, let's see. Here's a email from somebody who says, so how come when McCain kept harping on William Ayers, Obama didn't say, I was 8 years old when Ayers was involved in the anti-war? Well, he did say that. He did not say this other part. You were a grown man when you got involved with the Keating Five. What was your excuse? Well, he didn't do that because he wasn't going to get suckered into that throw the dirt game. And obviously it did well by him. That was one of the polls. One of the side poll questions was who attacked his opponent more, and McCain got 80% and Obama only 7%. Public is tired of that crap, just like Obama said. They got, the economy's going to hell in a handbasket. The market's down another 113 points today. People are peeing in their pants. Can they pay the damn electric bill? And all of these things. Anyway, this says, I never heard anything mentioned about the Keating Five, nor has McCain answered to his involvement. Well, it was a long time ago, That's what Hitler would have said today, too, if he could be here. Wouldn't he have said that? It was a long time ago.
You're nitpicking.
It was another lifetime. There's Sarah.
Sure would be
Trailer
nice
Trash
if
Sarah.
Just once Barack Obama would say that he wants America to win.
No, of course we all know he wants America to lose because he's a darker shade of brown. Just stupid, idiotic crap. And look at the mindless morons all jammed up behind her. One woman was yawning just now. They caught her yawning on the thing there. Let's take a look at some of the polls about who won last night's third and final presidential debate. Forbes magazine asked who won tonight. They asked 6 questions. 1, who won tonight's debate? 7,300 votes. Obama 77%, McCain 19%, 2% said it was a draw. 2, who will you vote for in November? McCain 17%, Obama 77%, independent candidate 1%, still undecided 4%, will not vote 1%. 3, did tonight's debate change your mind about who you'll vote for? Yes, 14%, no 86%. If you were undecided before tonight's debate but have now selected a candidate, who will you vote for in November? McCain, 21%. Obama, 71%. Independent candidate, 1%. Still undecided, 5%. After watching the debate, do you think John McCain is qualified to be president? 38% yes, 62% no.
No.
After watching the debate, do you think Barack Obama is qualified to be president? 83% yes, 17% said no.
All
That's
right.
Forbes magazine. Even the Herald poll, the unctuous Miami Herald, wow, in Dade County no less. The Herald poll, 1,227 vote. Who won the debate? McCain, 25%, Obama, 73%, 2% said it was a tie, a flat-footed tie. There's another one, flat-footed tie.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
We talked about that. I don't know if we got the
You got
answer or
flat
not.
feet?
No, I don't.
I got good feet. Thank God for that with my diabetes, man. It's a good thing I got good circulation and good feet. I'd be hobbling around now on crutches.
You'd be in one of those little scooters, electric
Yeah, I'd
scooters.
be in a scooter, man. Maybe I could do spots for the money store. I could be the scooter. CBS News poll, who won the final presidential debate? Obama, 84.33%. McCain, 13.5%. It was a draw, a little over 2%. 84 to 13% on the CBS poll. CNN poll. And this, let's see, this result, I could go on there now and look. Does it make a difference? No. It's a little old. McCain, 20%. Obama, 75%. No clear winner, 5%. That was on the CNN quick vote. Now, MSNBC, which, of course, all of us who watch MSNBC are commie pinko liberals, fags. Oh, wait a minute. Where's the rest of this poll? Oh, don't tell me I lost it. That would be bad. Oh, here. This is all it right here. Oh, excuse me. This is strange. Let's see. After the debate, 9.7% said I will still vote for... Oh, I see. This is how did it affect... Did the debate last night affect who you're going to vote for? 9.7% said I'll still vote for McCain. 82% said I'll still vote for Obama. 2.6% said I may change my vote to McCain. 4.4% said I may change my vote to Barack Obama. 1.2% were like, not sure. How do you like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the MSNBC, which, of course, only commie pinko liberal fags like me watch MSNBC, but that's okay. Because Forbes magazine, I wouldn't imagine that most people who read Forbes magazine are liberal commie pinkos, would you?
I would not.
It's a money magazine.
Money people, yes.
And, of course, that Steve Forbes, man, with that pasty, nasty complexion. God. I do like his graduated income tax, though. Isn't that what he calls it?
I think he calls it Fred.
Joe? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Joe the Plumber.
Joe the Plumber. Oh, here's the eclipse again.
And I saw this on one of the blogs. He doesn't have any real experience to point to. He merely talks about earlier pronouncements. He had to spend an awful lot of time last night really with a tortured response to his vote for partial birth abortion in Illinois.
Oh, boy, here we go, another right-wing bitch. 982 votes on the poll. Don't let me forget, when we get to 1,000, we're changing that poll, Fat Chris. Fat Chris will be here with us tomorrow again.
Yep.
Or else.
Okay.
No, I think it's just wrong, man, like the guy that said about that picture of me on the website. It's just wrong that you allow the program director to keep... This is your job. Last time I checked, you're our board op. You're our flunky on this show. Not whenever the hell Clarence feels like letting you off from those stupid-ass ball games. Oh, we got the Canes. We got the Canes. Take the Canes and stick them up your ass, Clarence. Including that dumb bitch Donna Shillelagh. God, what an idiot. I don't want to get worked up about it, though. Keep me calm.
Stay calm.
Maybe you could play some of that slush from that thing that...
Oh, you're going to make me go back there?
No.
There are better ways, with all due respect to Tracy.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1026 at QAM, week after week, more and more people are taking advantage of Neal's half-price deals, and starting at noon today, you'll be able to buy $100 certificates for just $50 at Jake's Bar and Grill on Red Road, just east of US 1. Jake's is known as a watering hole for grown-ups, and that it is. However, Jake's has become a favorite in the Gables in South Miami for sensational food, which you guys are going to be chowing down on in about, I don't know, about an hour. Like
I hope so.
Yeah, we hope so. Like their macadamia-crusted mahi, whole deboned yellowtail, or their snapper. Meat lovers feast on their famous steaks and ribs. Right now, Jake's has got their steak special every Thursday night with your choice of a 16-ounce New York strip, an 8-ounce tenderloin, or a 16-ounce bone-in ribeye, all just $18. You also get to choose the accompaniment and 2 sides. plus half-price wine on Wednesdays, and Sunday night it's authentic Memphis barbecue and the kids eat free. Jake's Bar and Grill, 6901 Red Road, that's 57th Ave. Call for reservations 305-662-8632. Get ready to buy $100 certificates for just $50 starting at noon today on most prestigious WQAM.com.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neal Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
The biggest names. The best talent. It's the big dog, Joe Rose. Weekday morning, 7 to 10.
Oh, my God.
Sports Radio 560 QAM. The sports leader.
Howard David's a bitch.
Go to Geldy.
Absolutely.
Go to Geldy with me. With no pants. Down, down, wow, 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 what,
Got some bad news about that market, man. It's down 203. Wow, 200 point. And yesterday lost 700 point.
I know.
Do the math.
I don't want to do the math.
Oh. Well, isn't that what those idiots say?
Yeah. You do the math.
That's another idiotic expression. Do the math. Lorna says, McCain, not my friend. Oh, actually, this is from Eric in Tamarack, who wants me to play Taste Like a Penny. Oh, yeah. Hold your breath.
Uh-huh.
He says, I'm sorry for what I'm about to tell you. Every time I see McCain talk...
Yeah.
Every time he's under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. Every time I see McCain talk this followers and calls them my friend, I think of you. My friend, I'm your friend. I've decided not to watch him anymore for as long as I shall live. Since I have nothing really to live for, would you please load a gun, point it at my face, and pull the trigger? Your friend, Eric in Tamarack. Please, as the last request, would you play an old bit for me that has something to do with Tastes Like a Penny? That has something to do with it. Well, thank God you don't want us to play that, because we sure can't play that. We can play this much. Yeah. Hey, how's Sarah doing? Yeah. That's all we're playing. Who had better handle the economy? CNN poll. Obama 59, McCain 35%. Oh, Jimmy Syphilis, by the way, is doing a poll, or did one this morning on IOD. Jimmy Right-Wing Syphilis, who sold his soul to the company store. Hey, Jimmy.
You fairy.
Give me a break. Dow's down 224. Oh. Here's Bill Schneider on CNN.
Had enough? Well, they may be ready to vote because we asked them, would you like to see more debates? And by 2-1, the voters said, nope, we've seen about...
No, that was pretty boring again last night. Not as boring as the second one, but it was pretty boring.
No.
I was waiting for McCain to waddle over and just try to smack Obama in the side of the head. He didn't do it, though. I don't think he had the energy to do it. In fact, at the end, remember when he was trying to, shake hands with, what's his name?
No.
Bob Schieffer.
Okay.
And he was, trying to find his way around the edge of the table, and then he does all that exasperated stuff and, laughing and puking and oh, what a doddering old fool. And believe me, I know what it is to be a doddering old fool. Trust me. I got a little experience myself, and I'm no 72.
You've been doddering lately?
72? What?
You've been doddering lately?
I'm doddering.
How do you dodder?
I don't have no daughter. You got two daughters.
Yes. Then might be doddering.
Daniel says James Carville was on CNN this morning and basically said Obama is a lock. What a difference having Obama rather than Carrier Gore running. Can't wait till later this week when that hockey mom gets impeached or censored in Alaska. P.S. The Nazi party is over. Well, don't be too sure of that. Maybe the current edition of the party's over, but they're never going to go away. Oy vey. They're never going to throw in the towel. Right now as we speak, I'm sure they're having all sorts of clandestine meetings, the Project for New American Century, and all these other farbissen. Believe you me, they're not going to go away easily. And I keep thinking of that old bitch in Tamarack. Well, he's not the same color as me. I'm a little uncomfortable. God. Makes me, for just a moment, it makes me wish I never had any kishki. Might as well forget I ever had it because I can't find any. Dow, 205 on the negative side, the Dow. 83.71. Boy, if it gets under 8,000, I think a lot of people are going to kill themselves. Don't you? I think what they ought to do, it's 199 negative. What they ought to do is go to the headquarters of CNBC in New York and, just shoot all the people on the gambling channel. And also hunt down, Ted David, who used to be there. Who used to call the show all the time and think it was a big joke. Well, have you done your due diligence? He was, I bet you Ted David was like a Jewish Joe Bell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This one says, forget all the polls that you are reading. The most important poll is on the Cephalo page on the WIOD website, where 64% say, I don't believe the polls. I think McCain is winning.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, how does it feel to sell your soul down the river for a few bucks? To sell out to a bunch of right-wing fascists at Clear Channel. Oh, Jimmy, you are so tragic. Jimmy, syphilis indeed. The poll is over. 1,002 votes. You were supposed to remind me, fat man.
Sorry.
You better show up tomorrow. You want to know why?
Why?
Tomorrow's the book.
Oh, okay, I'll be here.
You don't care?
I said I'll be here.
You got that big bonus money hanging in the wings.
That who, what, huh?
Yeah, that's right. This poll, what is the most tired movie premise? Somebody emailed that to me this morning. I thank them profusely.
What a good idea.
Although the top one, Reluctant Buddies, I don't know what that means.
Don't you?
No.
You know, they're enemies. They're supposed to be enemies, but then over the course of the movie, they bond because they have a common interest or goal.
Brought them together.
Yeah.
Now they're buddies.
Yeah.
Oh, like talented Mr. Ripley. Well, I guess it didn't work out too good.
Not butt buddies.
Oh. No, they were bathtub buddies.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Reluctant Buddies,
Rubber
Body
ducky?
Switch, Slasher Kills Teens, Retard Makes Good, Loner Cop Has to Do Things His Own Way, Cop Has to Get Revenge for a Partner, Disease of the Week, Chick Road Movie, Flesh Eating Zombies. Yeah, I think that's what I'm voting for.
No way.
Cripple Overcoming Handicap. What?
I can't make enough flesh-eating zombie movies.
Formless Geek wins the hot chick from Rich Jock. Underdog Team beats Powerhouse. Little Guy prevails against huge corporation. Disaster Flicks or depressing or self-destruction. I think that's what we're doing here at QAM, depressing self-destruction. So there's the poll for you. The new one. Here's the final result on the old one. Is it even worth reading it? I don't know. I didn't like this one all that much.
Well, it'll kill some time if you do.
Not too much time. And I'm getting older by the second. 1,002 votes. Well, I feel old when a longtime celebrity gets older, dies, 220. Who died yesterday? There were a couple of people that died. Who died? The guy who did the music for Batman. Neal Hefti died. He was 85. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, Batman.
Yeah, you want me to play it?
Yeah, if you want, in honor of Neal Hefti. He's dead. He was 85. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know if you got the original one. I got it.
I got all of it, man.
You got ersatz.
To the Batmobile.
Batman by Neal Hefti.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Hey, Robin, what's that in your tights, baby? Robin. Okay, that's enough. I feel old when a longtime celebrity gets older, dies, 220, like Neal Hefti. I talk to young people, 196. I look in the mirror, 185. Talking about my favorite old movies, music, TV. Living in the past, 163. I remember when gas was under $1 a gallon, 129. I remember things from 50 years ago, 75. And I'm asked if I'm a senior citizen. Hey, old man, do you want the senior citizen discount? 34. I do hate that. I mean, I can afford to pay, the extra nickel for the Diet Coke or whatever the hell it is. I don't want to be asked if I want the senior Diet Coke.
I love it.
Yeah.
By the way.
Do you?
Yeah, that's hysterical.
It kind of took me aback. First of all, I didn't know there was any such thing as a senior Diet Coke.
I can't wait for some, like Boy Scout to offer to help you across the street.
Well, a couple of years ago when you sent me those foot clogs,
Yes.
Don't you remember I slipped on the ice?
Right, that's why I sent them.
And the one guy helped me up. I was like slipping and sliding. Splishing and splashing with Bobby Darin. He's still dead, by the way. And I keep thinking he had a bad booze problem, but I saw him on biography, and was it him that had it, or Sandra Dee, or somebody had a bad... You hear the bubble?
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
All the bubbly going there. Maybe he was taking a bath in Champagne. What do you think?
No.
So Joe the Plumber is going to be our guest at 11. What is that? Slip Sliding Away? By Clarence Carter.
Slip sliding away.
Oh, by Paul Simon, like I said.
Slip sliding away.
What's the one by, I'm thinking of, Clarence Carter? One of Eddie K's old theme songs. Well, somebody will know. 1041 at QAM.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is
Slip away.
Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
The biggest names. The best talent. It's the Mad Dog, Jim Mandich. Afternoons, 4 to 7. Sports Radio 560 QAM. The sports leader.
Don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again. Ever.
And I'm the big...
Oh! What's that stand for? Orgasm?
No, that's just short for Orlando Bloom.
You don't look Jewish.
No.
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 Wow.
No.
Wow.
Now Neal's going to rip me for 4 hours.
Well, I've been asked to keep this in strict confidence. But in case you're wondering why we're here, Joe got suspended. Joe got suspended.
Maybe we should take this call from our special guest, Roberto Luongo.
Hiya, Roberto. You know that I'm the voice of the Panthers now?
Yes. Hey, aren't you that squeaky voice guy that goes by all the time?
Oh. You got me confused with a character on another show. That's not me. I have children, you know.
Doi, doi, doi.
You have a funny name.
What
Okay,
did you-
what's this caller want?
why did you-
2 a.m.
Doi, doi, doi.
Well, we can't get into that right now. Do the music. Do the music. Hey, Joe. I don't want you walking out of here with just this thing in your hand.
Come here.
Hiya, Joe.
I'm going to crush your head like a peanut.
Oh, love that Gildy, man. Can't get enough of him. Let's get him back on there from 2 to 4 and give the big O the rest of the year off. Somebody else died. I tell you, when they die in clumps.
Yeah, well, how would you do it?
Edie Adams is dead.
Get out.
Broadway's original Daisy May, 81.
Is that her?
No.
I was going to say.
That's the theme from Ernie Kovac's show, the Nairobi Trio. Way before your time. He was great. He was a genius, a real TV pioneer, and then he died in a car crash. Edie Adams, a multi-talented actress who put her shapely figure, comic instincts, and clear, Juilliard-trained singing voice to good use by creating the roles of Eileen Sherwood in Wonderful Towns and Daisy May, died October 15 in the West Hills section of Los Angeles. October 15, that's yesterday. She was 81, lived in L.A. The cause was pneumonia and cancer, said her son. Well, that's a bad combination. I mean, one or the other is not all that good, but pneumonia and cancer? And the guy that sent this to me says Ernie Kovacs was a genius. Edie Adams was not. She must have given him great jobs. Maybe some threesomes and... Oh, this is terrible. Wow. Anyway, she's dead. That's bad, Weinstein.
Yeah, too late to get in on that now, huh?
Boy. 3 ways and ass to ass and all this other stuff. Yeah, Ernie Kovacs was a genius. That was the Nairobi Trio, the little monkeys. Do you remember that?
Sure.
You seen the video?
Absolutely. I have it.
You got it?
I own it.
That's what the senator said, too, in Godfather 2. We have a signed statement from, I have it. Remember that?
Yep.
We have a signed statement from this man saying,
I kept saying, Michael Corleone did this, and Michael Corleone did that. So I said, yeah, sure.
Sure. Anyway, she also did the White Owl cigar spots after he died in order to make money to pay the bills. Did you know that?
Nope.
Why don't you come up and see me sometime? That was Edie.
That was her?
Yeah.
I thought that was Mae West.
Well, that was before. I mean, that was the whole idea. They stole a line from Mae West to do the TV spots.
Ugly.
Edie Adams?
Mae West.
And Mae West, yes, both.
I don't know about Edie.
Trust me.
All right.
The Dow is down 174 points. Oh, boy, I'm on the edge of my seat. I don't even have any stock, and I'm getting nervous. I have no idea why. Just not good. Michael, a really chronic regular, and when I call you a chronic emailer, don't let that discourage you, folks. Keep the emails coming. That was an email I just had there right now about Edie Adams. We never would have known. And Neal Hefti, and then some rock guy died yesterday, too. Some 39-year-old rock, some singer from some group I never heard of because I'm an old fart. And you don't even know who it is, do you?
Nope.
Well, there you go. You're way behind the times, man. You're losing touch. It says Obama was great as usual, smart enough not to engage in the tit-for-tat with McCain. He said that last night, Obama. Did you see that? He said tit-for-tat.
Yeah, I wanted to record that so that I could, play it as a drop. Not.
I still think the Republicans will steal it, Michael. Says, I hope you're correct that it's not close enough. I won't sleep well until it's really over. No, it's not close enough to steal. They'd have to steal like 20 states, Not going to happen. Unless we have a real October surprise. Like the one guy on Capitol Hill Blue keeps writing about how McCain is going to fly the plane and Sarah's going to shoot down Osama bin Laden just before the election. You're going to shoot his ass and kill him. How do you think those Hillary voters caught in McCain's flippant remarks about the health of the woman exception on abortion? I think McCain really showed his ass to the world on that one, he said.
Rectum.
The more they showed McCain and his idiosyncrasies, the more I'm convinced I am he's an absolute madman. He is a madman. He's insane McCain. He's a nut job with a big puffy cheek. And I got news for Joe the plumber. I think he spent too much time cleaning out septic tanks. Maybe the fumes are getting to him. But if you can't afford to buy your business because it's going to put you in a higher tax bracket, maybe you don't know jack about business. I never heard anything more ridiculous. Paying more taxes comes with the territory of making more money, as you well know, yes. And by the way, why does he need to buy the business? It's a friggin' plumbing business. Joe, for Pete's sake, just open your own company. He's already got several companies like I read before. He's a plant. He's a total fraud. It's not like there's any secret formula or proprietary information that the old business had. It's plumbing. Joe, get a license, incorporate, and you go, Joe. He don't have a license in Ohio, said that story. To go plumb it out. To get the old plunger. 37 votes on our new poll. I think we can go over 1,000 today.
I think so, too.
Well, we already are.
Exactly.
Now, how did that happen?
What do you mean?
Just what I'm saying. How did we have so many on yesterday's poll? That was put on during the show.
Yep.
Well, that's why. We cheated again. I cheated, not George. George doesn't cheat with the poll, and that's because you don't care about it.
That's right.
You don't care about anything except getting paid and getting laid.
That's
not necessarily in that order.
Actually, in that order, yes.
Bill, your mugwump friend from Clearwater Beach says, not sure who was responsible for putting your picture on the website, but I haven't stopped laughing since 10 a.m. I think you look much better now, says Bill. Yes, I do, Bill. That's the whole idea. That's why I put it on there. And maybe that offer a little bit of hope. I got through one day yesterday to need too much. You can mark it on a calendar back there, Fatso, 190.
Okay.
Mark it on Thursday, October 16, 190. I know we've done this a million times, and I always start pretty good, and then, like all other fat people, I decide I want to eat, I want to eat. I want to eat. That's so wrong. You get it on there, 190?
Yeah, today's National Boss Day, too.
National what now? Ball Day?
Oh, no, it's National Shoot Your Boss Day.
Oh.
All right. I'm coming right down. Now, this is really interesting. Not real interesting. It's about another dead person that came in right at the ass end of the show yesterday. Jim in Gettsville, New York, who's chronic. What's your story, Jim?
I have no life.
Oh. He says, I understand Frank Lefty Rosenthal passed away recently in Miami. From what I've read, he was quite a character and one hell of a handicapper. Neal, do you have any comment on Mr. Rosenthal? Keep up the good work. Jim in Gettsville. Do I have any comment?
Well, do
now, right before that came in from Jim from Gettsville, came this one. Casino operator was known as country's top sports handicapper. And guess who wrote it for the Herald?
I don't know. Ellie Brucker.
Ellie Brucker.
All right.
Lisa Davis says, great experience in selling improved medications. Oh, on my Crackberry. So tired of that stuff. Oh, we got Cialis, we got Viagra, we got Cialis, we got Levitra, Oh, my God. Now, do you get as many of those as I do? I get at least 5 million of them every day.
Yep.
The Dow is down 166. Anyway, Eleanor Brecher, who I guess she's really graduated now. She gets to write about dead people, like Swifty Schindler. Remember that?
Okay.
Sports Illustrated once called Frank Larry Lefty Rosenthal, the bookmaker and Vegas casino operator played by Robert De Niro in the film Casino, the greatest living sports handicrapper. He got his nickname in '61 after pleading the Fifth Amendment in 38 times before a Senate subcommittee investigating organized crime. Among other things, he refused to say whether he was left or right-handed. Oh, that's another thing. Did you notice that McCain is left-handed?
No, I did not. They both are, I think.
He did the same thing last night that he did the previous debate, and that is before, when Bob Schieffer was still talking, he sat down in the chair and he grabbed that grease pen, man, that magic marker, and he was already writing stuff down. Like, my name is John McCain. You know, like that. The next year, he asked a Miami Herald reporter, this is Lefty Rosenthal, so what if I'm a gambler? There's no law against that. There's a law against bookmaking, but I'm not a bookmaker. I'm a professional handicapper. I'm the greatest. Rosenthal died Monday, reportedly of a heart attack, at his apartment in the Fontainebleau's luxury Tresor Tower in Miami Beach. He was 79. Not so old. 79. Maybe the Lord was punishing him like the Lord was punishing Dick Cheney yesterday by making his heart flutter. Rosenthal, real name Norman Lewis Rosenthal, hosted the website frankrosenthal.com. Nicholas Pileggi, who wrote the book from which Martin Scorsese's Casino was adapted, says that for most of his professional life, the Chicago-born and casino-bred Rosenthal has been the country's top handicapper. He was one of a handful of men who literally set the line for thousands of bookmakers from coast to coast. During the 70s and early 80s, Rosenthal ran 4 Vegas casinos simultaneously, including the world-famous Stardust. Rosenthal is also credited with creating the first race and sportsbook parlor in Vegas that was copied by every casino on the Strip. In addition to running the Fremont, Hacienda, and Marina casinos for financier Alan Glick's Argent Corporation, Rosenthal hosted a live from the Stardust TV show and wrote columns for the Vegas Sun and Las Vegas Valley Times newspapers. In a Miami Herald interview earlier this year, Rosenthal said Sam Ace Rothstein, De Niro's character in the '95 film, was accurate, even the part about having a crooked blackjack player's hand smashed with a rubber hammer. The card player and his cohorts had raped the Strip's casinos over a period of time, he said, and hence we played hardball, sending their entire crew a message. Send them a message like Joey Zaza. You going to send me a message? Fighting a gaming commission ban from Vegas casinos, Rosenthal hired lawyer Oscar Goodman, now the city's mayor. Goodman told reporters Wednesday that Rosenthal was a tough taskmaster and a perfectionist. He was meticulous in everything he did. And in honor of Lefty Rosenthal, I'm going to Woodbine at 2 o'clock. How do you like that?
The best talent.
In honor of Lefty. It'll win millions. Millions.
WQAM.
The sports leader.
The biggest names, the best talent.
Are you sure?
You're listening to Sports Radio 560 WQAM. Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
This is the Neal Rogers Show.
Rock solid.
This is your brain. Any questions?
Who's got water on his brain? Maverick John McCain. Sabotaging his campaign. The Sarah, his companion. Gambling with his age. Used to be a moderate who now and then disagrees. That's why the Republicans gave him the name of Maverick. Maverick John McCain. Ring the closing bell. The economy's gone to hell. Deregulation, Maverick John McCain. Doddering old and gray. Neocon all the way. Rented aboard Maverick in 78. Brain cells rotting away. Cancer all over his face. Drooling, stinky custard on his chest. I'm dying over here. Cranky and elderly. Puffy saddleback cheeks. Maverick John McCain calls you his friend. My friend. Maverick John McCain is close to death.
Ooh, the Dow is down 329 points. But who cares, right?
Right.
I've been telling these people for a long time, don't be a sucker and get suckered into the stock market. You think you're investing and you're gambling.
Right.
See, when I got into it, I thought it was like investing. I really believe that. Because I'm stupid. As Mo would say, I'm stupid. So who needs Joe the Plumber when we've got Tom the Carpenter?
We do.
On the email. Yeah, we do. Although he doesn't like you.
Oh, geez.
And you don't like him either. He's the one that was bugging you. Well, you'll know who it is. Question, I'll be voting early on October 20th, for I'll be out of town November 4th. Do they count the early votes and get that out to the public before 10/4 so we can get a feel who's voting for whom? No, they don't. I mean, wouldn't that be something if they started counting the ballots before Election Day and then they start saying, oh, well, this one's ahead by, I mean, no, they don't. Also tell that schlepper George that I do not have AOL on my pewter. I have high-speed DSL with Firefox, all the bells and whistles, and still can't vote on your site or listen. Thanks for the help, George. Not. Go Obama, Tom the Carpenter.
Oh, gee, my profuse apologies.
He was only just Tom before today, but now he's...
Somebody else contacted me with a similar problem, and they had AOL, so I thought it was him.
Yeah.
My deepest apologies, Tom.
Another dead person, boy. You know something? Between the stock market and all these dead people, I don't know. I don't think I can continue. Although, you notice I've lost the phlegm finally.
It does sound like that.
Oh, yeah, it's gone. Once it's gone, hopefully it's gone. And today is Thursday, so it means we got our 2-for-1 deal coming up less than an hour away. And you got food coming in. Boy, like I said, what a great day. A lot of dead people, though. Makes me very sad when decent people die. I think only nasty people should die. Nasty, mean-spirited, hostile people. Like Jolly Joe Bell, for example. Would that be great if he opened up the door again, which he seems to be doing a lot lately, and you heard him squeal out?
I'm dying over here.
That would be great. I bet you Chris would, kick the body out of the hall, roll it out there like a bowling ball. Somebody's dead, and neither one of you are going to know who it is. Tom Tresh.
Who?
Former New York Yankee, dead at 71.
And it was a Detroit Tiger, too.
You do know Tommy Tresh.
No.
Burst onto the big league scene in 1962, won Rookie of the Year honors as a fill-in shortstop for the Yankees after Tony Kubek was called into military service. Died of a heart attack yesterday. He was 71. Message from a sender. Tom Tresh was on the Yankees back when you rooted for them, I think. Yes. We're all going to die soon, some sooner than others. Me first, says. Oh, and look who allegedly sent this. Master Agent Saul Foose.
Cute.
But it's S-O-L. And the real Saul Foose was S-A-U-L. Saul. I know he was my agent. And the worst thing that ever happened is that he tried to rip all those people off and went to the slammer. Because if he would have continued to be my agent, I'd have been a contender, baby. But now I got Norma Kent. Pop had Saul, I got Norma. So just inspired by that email and by Tom Tresh's death, I Googled Agent Saul Foose.
Yeah.
And here's just a short blurb from an article in the Chicago Sun-Times dated December 30th, 1993.
About 30, man.
Saul Foose used to spend his days negotiating million-dollar deals for some of broadcasting's biggest stars and advising them on career moves and investment opportunities. But that was before Chicago's highest-flying attorney agent was forced into involuntary bankruptcy and became target of a federal investigation into his business practices. Now Foose spends most of his days dodging phone calls and shuttling between visits to his lawyers and the U.S. attorney. Oh, this is before he went to jail. There is no light at the end of the tunnel, Foose told a friend the other day. The party's over. For weeks, press reports have been describing ways in which Foose allegedly misused the funds of his clients and deals that blank. And then it says, read all this article with a free trial. I don't want a free trial. I don't want the right-wing Chicago Sun-Times. Or is that the Tribune? Well, both of them. I don't know about Sun-Times. I know the Chicago Tribune. It was owned by the Wrigley people, by the Cubs. Who spent more time attacking his opponents? Of debate watchers, 80% said McCain, 7% Obama. Attacking. Bah, bah, terrorist, bah, Schwarzer, bah, all this stuff. Not good. So Saul Foose was a notorious, huh? I wonder if he's still alive. Who would better handle the economy? Obama, 59%, McCain, 35%. And the Dow's down 311. I just mentioned that in passing. We continue being off tourist in spite of all these bailout plans. Well, it's going to take time for these to kick in.
Oh, yeah.
For us to get the money.
Uh-huh.
Now, let's see. You're getting $350 billion. I'm getting what? What are you laughing about? Don't you think we do better with it than the freaking government?
There's no question.
God, I'd have a hell of a time, man. You'd never see me again. Of course, I don't think you'll ever see me again anyhow. But of course, I said that before. And then we had the Gulfstream appearance. You think we'll ever do that again?
I hope so.
We had a good time.
Sure.
Fat boy over there, he ate all the food in the damn buffet.
Really?
Yeah, you did.
I guess good thing for you I didn't eat the ice
Tubs
cream.
of ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Tubs.
I think that
wasn't there like a little monkey there by the ice cream, or did I just dream that?
I don't know. I didn't go over there.
I know that the chef there, the ice cream, he had to scoop it out for you. And I guess I went over there like a little bit late after everybody else had. And he was a little bit put out over the fact I was disturbing him from watching. Oh, Big Brown is retired, by the way. Did you see that?
Yes.
He had another minor injury, and Big Brown is going down. Well, he's not going down, but he's done. He's finito. We'll never know what really happened on that fateful Belmont day. Rick Dutrow, a really very shady character. I wonder what Lefty Rosenthal would think about Rick Dutrow, trainer of Big Brown. David says, in looking at your picture, 2 words, hateful sow. I love it. Woo! On the poll, how about poor underprivileged black kid rises up and learns to pick one, dance ballet, play the cello, play chess, swim, win the Heisman, etc. You get the picture. Love the show. Keep up the good work, says Dave. Thank you, Dave, from your hateful sow. More like a hateful cow, if you ask me. Yeah, be sure and take a puke at that picture if you really want to lose some weight. You'll lose your appetite for a month. By the way, that hurricane is going way off northeast, way far away. And what's the name of that hurricane? If this guy would get his head out of the way on CNN, Hurricane Omar. Hurricane headquarters. What's it called?
Omar?
Is it Omar the Tem? Oh, there's a kid named Omar that works on City Pulse here in Toronto on CP24. I just love Omar. Hey, Omar. Now, what kind of a name is Omar? I mean, it's Middle Eastern, obviously, but
Correct.
Is it like Turkish?
You got me.
I don't know what the Turks look like. In fact, there's so many different...
Swarthy, like other Middle Easterns.
Swarthy?
Yeah.
You mean like
the women are
unshaven?
hot, though.
What?
The women are hot.
Some of the guys are, too.
I've only met 2 Turkish women. Neither one of them could keep their clothes on.
Was one of them Turkish Taffy?
No.
Whatever happened to Daffy McCallum, I wonder? With a scratchy throat. She was kind of like Rita Cosby. Whatever happened to Rita Crosby? Boy, they sure shoved her in the closet pretty fast. Maybe they figured out she couldn't speak. That was like a joke, A joke that wasn't funny. Holly, who's really chronic, but we love you, Holly. Really chronic. Keep those emails coming, by the way, Neal@NealRogers.com. I want a phone-free day today. I mean, I don't mind taking a couple calls, but I just don't want to. Oh, there's Allie Felching. He's got the vest on today. He's serious.
Tony, I'm getting a lot of emails and calls right now, and the topics tend to still be connected to what the government is doing about this bailout.
You're talking about the bailout and back and forth?
Oh, Tony Harris and Allie Felching. What a combo that is. You think my picture is bad. The Dow is down 340 points. That means over 1,000 points between yesterday and today. And all these people had jumped back in. Oh, it's a buying opportunity. Maria Bartiromo. Oh, she was on with Brian Williams last night. He keeps bringing her on there. And the bags have returned. So maybe the heavy pancake makeup wore off or something.
No, it wouldn't last.
The bags are back under Maria's eyes. Oh, you're so lovely today, Maria. Here's Holly. She says, good morning. In watching last night's debate, many things struck me about John McCain. His incessant eye blinking. Was he sending coded messages to someone? His constipated teeth gritting when he smiled or talked, and his rude and childish interrupting of Obama on many occasions. But the most appalling moment of all was when he demeaned and belittled women by using finger quotation marks in regard to women's health and issues of abortion. Any female in this country who would even consider voting for this man and his Stepford wife of a running mate should turn in their woman card immediately. Have a nice day. You too, Holly. Have a wonderful day and a great life. Lefty Rosenthal is dead. Tom Tresh is dead. Edie Adams is dead. Neal Hefti is dead. Oh, my God. All the dead people all the time. And your money, if it was in the market, that's dead, too. Dead. Should we take a look at the poll?
Please do.
Before we take the break, 345 on the downside. I'm going to keep you posted all day because I know a lot of you are ready to kill yourselves. Oh, look at all the damn emails on there. Wow. Just a zillion of them. Chuck says, how do you like McCain's reaction when Obama said there would be a zero fine? I thought McCain was going to jump out of the chair and launch into space. Yeah, and evidently he didn't hear it, though. He didn't remember it because a minute later he repeated the same thing about Joe the Plumber's fine. I liked also when Obama called him out on his supporters at the rally saying horrible things about and not doing much about it. Thanks, Chuck. One or more ActiveX controls could not be displayed, it says here on my computer. Better call up Tom the plumber, Tom the carpenter, and see what that's all about.
biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neal Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Yeah.
Sports leader.
The sports
We're going to start on this theme, and I'm going to rap on it all year long.
Barack Obama believes kindergartners should be taught about sex.
I'm John McCain, and I approve this message.
John McCain wants to stay in Iraq for 100 years.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Barack Obama wants to force you to have an abortion, even if you don't want to, and the abortion will be performed by a terrorist on an American flag.
I'm John McCain, and I approve this message.
John McCain wants to force you to have babies, even if you're a man. And the penalty for having an abortion will be death.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
In 2005, Barack Obama voted to make everyone have AIDS.
I'm John McCain.
And become transvestite, crackhead, heroin, junkie porn actors.
I'm John McCain.
Then he puked on an American flag.
I'm John McCain, and I approve this message.
John McCain is 217 years old. He's going to die in office. And Sarah Palin will make you eat moose.
Wait a minute. Moose?
Yes, moose.
You really think people are going to believe that?
Yes.
I'm Barack Obama.
I'm John McCain, and I approve this message.
Hey, Moosey. It's 11:17 at 560. Oh, there's Joe the Plumber again.
It ends Soledad O'Brien.
You don't look like Soledad O'Brien. Hey, Soledad. She is so intellectual, man. It just really cracks me up. Between her and Ricky Ticky Sanchez. And you wonder why the public are like that?
No, I don't wonder.
92 votes on our new poll now. What is the most tired movie premise? I don't know. Is this a good poll or not?
It's all right. It's adequate.
We never done it, I don't think.
No.
Underdog team beats Powerhouse, 18. Loner cop has to do things his own way, 15. Slasher kills teens, 14. Disaster flicks, 8. Cop has to get revenge for partner, 6. Formless geek wins the hot chick from the rich jock, 5. Retard makes good. Oh, you know what show is making the rounds here on Scream TV? Is Supernatural. They're showing all the reruns again. Oh, my God. And you know who hated that show? Was Cortis. Oh, and you keep forgetting to remind me to send him that check.
Oh, well.
Maybe I'll make it out during the show today, and I'll put it in the mail on the way to Woodbine.
No, you won't.
Just to show the world that you're full of crap, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Retard makes good, 5. Oh, there you go. Speaking of you. Reluctant Buddies, 5. Flesh-eating zombies, 3. Yeah, he hated that show because he couldn't understand why the two brothers slept in the same hotel room. Maybe they were on a tight budget. Or maybe they were really tight. At least they slept in 2 different beds. Remember that when he used to get all bent out of shape about that?
Mm-hmm.
I think his sexual identity became very, very confused when he'd watch that show. 2 hot-looking brothers. Yeah. Oh,
I hope he's listening now.
Yeah, I do too. Hey, he better watch his response, though, because I'm getting ready to send that check. Flesh-eating zombies, 3. Chick road movie, 3. Depressing self-destruction, 2. Kind of like, I guess, Requiem would fall in that category, right? Depressing self-destruction. All around. Look at that arm. Oh, my God. Little guy prevails against huge corporation, 2. Cripple overcoming handicap, 2. Disease of the week, 2. And body switch, 2. Oh, now, did you got to Google that Ray Milland movie? The Man with 2 Heads or The Thing with 2 Heads?
Why?
Because I want you, maybe I'll send you a copy of it.
Okay.
And I'll guarantee you'll get that as opposed to that damn book I was supposed to get last year.
I know.
Don't be sending me nothing for that birthday now. It's coming up soon. Today is, let's see, so if the election is 3 weeks less 2 days, so my birthday is 3 weeks less 1 day.
Yeah.
3 weeks from yesterday, November 5. Cash will be accepted, by the way. Send bags. So did you ever figure out what this damn chip, this thing is that I got in the mail?
No.
I thought it was going to explode or something. I didn't know.
There wasn't any, literature with it?
No, there was nothing in it. That's why it's mysterious.
Bizarre.
It's just a little plastic case. It came in a small manila envelope.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it was a manila envelope, and it was another manila envelope inside it, a smaller one. I opened that up, and there's just a little plastic case, and it says SanDisk adapter. And you snap it open, and it's got a little thing. Let's see if I can read it.
Yeah, is it to turn a micro into a mini?
SanDisk 8 GB micro something. Micro HC.
I ordered an 8 GB thing, not an adapter, though.
Well, they sent you the wrong thing then. So
if it says 8 GB, it's not an adapter. Well, why don't you send it to me?
What are you going to do with it?
If it's not the right thing, I'll send it back to where it came from, but it might be my thing.
It's an adapter. It says adapter right on it. You said you ordered a chip.
But if it says 8 GB, that's not an adapter. It might be an adapter with a chip.
Oh. Let me open it again.
All right.
Okay. Now, first of all, I see you're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. And when you're wrong, I have to send this to you. I didn't realize that. I thought that was just like a label on the thing, but it comes out of there, the thing that says 8 GB.
Yeah,
that's the chip.
That's my chip.
And the other thing is the adapter. Woo! Boy, this must be... Now, how much are you going to pay me to send this?
I don't know. $8?
How about $1,000?
Sure.
Well, the $1,000 that then, in fact, I'll tell you, you could just turn the 1,000 over to Cordis.
Just stick it in the same envelope. How's that?
You know what I'm going to do? Fill for like 30 seconds. I'm going to go get me an envelope, and I'm going to get my checkbook, and I'm going to write the check and a couple of stamps. That's right. I'm going to write it out right here, just despite fat stuff there. I'll be back.
Can't wait for that food, by the way. Hey, there's still 9 certificates for Noka.
I don't know why.
I'm still embarrassed. Just talking to Catherine this morning. We're all embarrassed. But we're all going back.
Yep. That's great.
Tell me you will try to slip away somehow. Oh, I need you now.
$8. Oops.
I want to see you right now.
Yeah, nice job. Okay, I got my 2 stamps on the envelope.
All right.
2 Canadian stamps because it's going to the USA. In fact, let me write that right here on the bottom. USA. USA, USA, USA. I feel so much more macho now.
Arr.
And I got the stamps on there kind of cockeyed. Cordis is going to look at that and think, oh, boy, he really must be stoned.
No, he's not.
No, he's just going to rip it open and grab the damn check.
That's right.
Exactly.
I'm screwing this thing all up on my return address and everything.
That's all right. You need some more music?
Because I'm writing and talking at the same time.
I know. It's not the same as singing in the shower, is it?
And dropping the body wash?
Walking and chewing bubble gum?
Okay, I got the return address. I got USA. I got my checkbook right here.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. How big should I make this check?
Oh, 4 by 6.
Maybe I should write one for Chris, too.
I think you should.
Right. I think you should, but it's not going to happen. I'm not going to ask for it. I'm not like that.
Well, what do I owe you?
I don't know. Pain and grief. Grief and suffering. I don't know. Who knows?
Let's see. Josh Cordis. I almost wrote my own name in here. I could use it. I can go cash it. Take it to Woodbine. Yeah. $1,000, yeah.
Might bounce.
$1,000. No, my checks don't bounce. Although, to be honest with you, the way things are here, I have a lot of expenses. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
1,000 and no $100. For what do I write for? What?
Sex.
Okay, I'm going to write that. I wrote that, for sex.
I always do if somebody hands me a check. Or something along those lines.
I wouldn't pay him $1,000. Are you kidding me? Maybe 50.
How about
$8?
Yeah, that's more like it. No, I sure would not pay him for sex.
$8
for
no, sorry, Josh. Huh?
Huh?
I'm looking at. I mean the envelope.
Yeah, that all makes sense now.
I wrote that on there, sex. That's now. Who do they really look at? They don't have time to look at that.
They?
In the bank.
The machine.
The bank.
The automatic check cashing machine.
Josh Cordis. I'm not sending this to you like I used to. I'm sending it directly to him.
What about my chip?
Care of what? You want me to put that in the same envelope?
Well, yeah, or something.
Get out of here. I'll FedEx that to you or something.
Okay, well, bless your heart.
How fast do you need it?
Today. I've been waiting for it all week. I get home every day.
Get
Did my
out
chip
of
show
here.
up?
You need it today.
I'm not lying. Every day I get home and it's like, did my chip show up? Did my chip show up?
I should have Schmidt-canned it.
Bastard.
Well, I only asked you because, you know, you're the computer maven. And I what do I know from chips?
Well, I'm glad you did. You know about chips and dip.
Now, let's see. What's the address? 20295 Northwest 2nd Avenue?
Jess. My jammy.
Just a minute.
Naswi Wari. Not Wachete.
2nd Avenue, Miami, Florida.
Right.
33169.
That's it.
What a memory. What a memory. And what penmanship. That's another thing. As you get old, you write scraggly, you know. Okay, there it is. Ready to go right at 2 o'clock.
All right.
Chip, now, do you really want me to FedEx that today?
I would like you to mail it to me somehow at your earliest convenience. I've been expecting it for 2 weeks. I was wondering why.
Don't blame me.
It was. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I'm not. I'm just trying to get you to appreciate how desperately I've been wanting this thing, and it was supposed to have been there Monday.
Oh, the Dow's down only 255. All right, I'll FedEx it to you.
Thank you. I love you.
No, you don't.
Deeply. It's a mad, passionate kind of love.
Got 126 votes on the poll. That means we got over 1,100 today. Oh, I bet you Chris is just swelled up with pride. Swollen.
I'm so happy.
Swollen with fat. Week after week, more and more people are taking advantage. How come this spot is in this break?
Who knows?
Of our half-price deals.
I don't know.
Well, that's okay. It's only a half hour away before the store opens. Starting at noon today, you can buy $100 certificates for just $50 to Jake's Bar and Grill on Red Road, just east of US 1. I bet you the food's going to be there very soon.
I hope so.
Jake's is known as a watering hole for grown-ups, and it certainly is, but it's also a favorite in the Gables in South Miami for its sensational food. Like their macadamia-crusted mahi, whole deboned yellowtail, or their snapper. Meat lovers feast on their famous steaks and ribs. Right now, Jake's has got their steak special every Thursday night with your choice of a 16-ounce New York strip, an 8-ounce tenderloin, or a 16-ounce bone-in ribeye, all just $18. You also get to choose the accompaniment and 2 sides. Plus half-price wine on Wednesdays, and Sunday nights it's authentic Memphis barbecue and the kids eat free. All of this waiting for you at Jake's Bar and Grill, 6901 Red Road. That's 57th Avenue. For reservations, call 305-662-8632 and get ready in a little over half an hour, right at noon today, to buy $100 certificates for just half price on WQAM.com.
Biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neal Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
The biggest names. The best talent.
Are you
the
sure?
Big O. Orlando Alzagari.
Oh, my God.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Neal. Tonight, Fox News presents an expose on the Chicago-based radical group of gay meteorologists in the early 1970s, known as the Weather Underground.
Hail, sisters. Check out my high-pressure ridge south of my border. Oh, ain't that the piping store?
It's raining men.
We're doing fine now on Cloud 9. And seas to a light shot.
What do you mean by that?
Huh?
Ain't no seas in Chicago.
I know, honey, but I hear other weathermen say it.
What's that mean anyway?
I don't know, honey. Light shot hooey and Hong Kong hooey.
It's raining men.
Discover the truth behind Barack Hussein Obama's involvement with the Weather Underground.
Gay weathermen who go underground. Who's that kid you were telling me about?
Oh, that little tweety with the silly name. Barack O'Reilly or something.
Ain't he too young to be playing with the pointer?
Oh, nothing like that, sugar. He just wants me to teach him how to write backwards. Who knows? He may grow up to be president someday.
Yeah, right.
The Weather Underground, or Underground Weather, exposed. Only on fairly unbalanced Fox News.
Well, you should be pretty damn proud of me. Your thing is all set to go.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, wasn't that pretty quick?
It's very quick. You do everything quick, I understand.
And that's because I got my supplies here, man. I got my pre-printed FedEx shipping stuff, and I got my envelopes and that.
All right.
So I put it like in a little, put that little thing into a little envelope inside the FedEx envelope, and it'll be on its way. You'll have it tomorrow.
All right. You sent it here?
Yeah.
Hey.
It'll be there tomorrow.
Thank you.
If somebody steals it. By the way, it's very valuable.
Yes.
Anybody inside the QM building, if a FedEx for George shows up tomorrow, I'd steal it. The Dow's down 241. Not so bad. It was down over 300 before. Although it's early in the day. It could have a real plunge, you know. Could be really, really bad. But that's the way it goes. Keep a stiff upper lip and just laugh a lot. That's all. Just laugh. It's only money, man.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's a joke. From Miles.
Thanks for the warning.
Miles in DeLand. It's not. It's a Halloween joke, it says. Cabbie picks up a nun. She gets into the cab, notices that the very handsome cab driver won't stop staring at her. She asks him why he's staring. He replies, I have a question to ask you, but I don't want to offend you. She answers, my son, you can't offend me. When you're as old as I am and have been a nun as long as I have, you get a chance to see and hear just about everything. I'm sure there's nothing you could say or ask that I would find offensive. Well, I've always had a fantasy to have a nun kiss me. She responds, well, let's see what we can do about that. Number one, you have to be single, and number two, you must be Catholic. The cab driver is very excited and says, yes, I'm single and I'm Catholic. Okay, the nun says, pull into the next alley. The nun fulfills his fantasy with a kiss that would make a hooker blush. But when they get back on the road, the cab driver starts crying. My dear child, says the nun, why are you crying? Forgive me, but I've sinned. I lied and I must confess. I'm married and I'm Jewish. The nun says, that's okay. My name is Kevin. I'm going to a Halloween party.
I heard that before.
Chuckle?
Maybe it'll be funny later.
In 100 years?
Yeah. On Halloween, maybe.
Oh. Not even a little chuckle?
No, I heard it before.
Well, why didn't you interrupt me then?
Maybe other people hadn't.
Who is Christian Purifier?
Christian Purifier? I got some of that.
Oh.
You spray it on Christians.
Is he a good Christian?
I don't know.
As the rest of the world. And everyone here is throwing their support behind the one man they think can help the world's problems. Obama.
Obama. Now, I know it's a stupid question, but those Brits, you know, what they did to South Africa, we all know what they did. And so the white people in South Africa, they speak with that British accent, just like the Australians.
Right.
And like some of the Canadians, eh?
Right.
Michael says, sorry to be a chronic. This is rather interesting. It's certainly better than that stale joke. Now, the joke was okay. I thought it was cute. Not everybody heard it.
I know.
Michael says, I worked for Lefty Rosenthal once. He used to run Crocs, a bar in Boca back in the 90s. I worked at that bar during a summer before I went to college. I was actually working at the night of O.J.'s slow-moving Bronco chase. The whole party was sitting there watching the whole thing. He was okay. Robert De Niro came in and met with him one night when they were starting to make the movie Casino. I always thought it was pretty silly that he had to have De Niro come to the bar to meet with him. They could have met anywhere, but that's how he wanted it. He wanted everyone to see he got De Niro into that bar. So in that regard, he was like a typical South Florida wannabe, but he was a showman, and the bar always did well, even during the summer slow season. He always tipped the employees above what customers gave us. Good old Lefty. Well, he wasn't such a bad guy then, Lefty Rosenthal, huh? I mean, some of the gangsters were okay. They took care of their people. Speaking of gangsters, Saul Foose, somebody sends me an email.
Yeah.
And it's an old thing. Said, not sure if this is up to date. No. Saul Foose, 867 North Dearborn Street, Chicago. 10% fee, 10% the first year, 7.5% the second year. Charges a retainer of $1,500 if the client makes less than $80,000, $2,500 if more. Retainer, yada yada yada. Says, not sure if this is up to date. At least one person is definitely deceased. Bob Wolf. Bob Wolf was a great broadcaster. He's dead. Boy, there's a lot of dead people. You know. I'm going to ask you that question again. What do you think? Are there more people living
dead.
Or more people dead?
Dead. Starting from when? 6,000 years ago when the world was created?
Right.
Is that when we're starting?
Adam and Eve were under the tree.
Yeah, dead. More dead people.
Eating that pear. There's more dead people than living people.
That's my guess, I'm just, I pulled it out of my arse, yeah.
That's a good job for Chris. Chris will lose a little bit of weight, maybe an ounce or two. Go out there and start counting all the dead people.
All right, I'll see you later.
Speaking of that, the family of a dead elderly woman cremated her remains on a makeshift barbecue and continued, this is from Corning, California.
All right.
And continued collecting her retirement checks amounting more than $25,000, authorities in Northern California said. Ramona Almond's daughter and grandson were arrested Sunday on suspicion of embezzlement, elder abuse, and disposing of a body without a permit. Almond, 84, likely died of natural causes, though investigators are still trying to determine the exact cause of death, said Tehama County Sheriff's Captain Paul Hosler. Almond's daughter, Kathleen Almond, 50, and Almond's grandson, Tony Ray, 30,
about 30, man,
told investigators their relative died in December. They left her body on a bedroom floor for a week before cremating the remains in a backyard fire pit. Investigators said the two kept collecting Almond's monthly retirement checks amounting to more than $25,000. Sheriff's Detective Richard Knox said they may have been trying to honor Almond's desire to die at home and be cremated. Right. Sounds sensible to me, don't it?
Sure.
The two were arrested after Allman Son grew suspicious about her whereabouts. Both were in jail in lieu of bail, with arraignment scheduled for today. The Sheriff's Department said they don't have attorneys yet. Says Ray. Well, Ray says thanks and he lost his appetite. I'm not sure whether it was from the story he sent me or from looking at that picture of mine. And Renee in Atlanta is very topical. What about Frank Sinatra, says Renee. Beautiful voice. Remember we did that poll, what was that, like 18 weeks ago?
Yeah, at least.
The most beautiful voice, and Renee is just catching up. What about Frank Sinatra? For the poll you did days and days and... Well, you know, it's Atlanta. Things kind of trickle real slowly up into Atlanta, and if you've ever been there, you'd understand why.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neal Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
The biggest names. The best talent. It's the big dog, Joe Rose. Weekday morning, 7 to 10.
Where South Florida sports
always matters. Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Oh, it's still there. Ticket.
Sports leader.
Were you drudge packing?
I'm John McCain, my prisoners, and I don't approve of negative campaigning because it doesn't give Americans much hope for the future, my friends. But I'm afraid, my friends, that Barack Obama is a terrorist who wants you all to die. I have it on good authority, my friends, that at the age of 9, Barack Obama was affiliated with homegrown terrorist Lou Ayres, who flew bisexual planes into innocent stacks of hay. And I think once owned a Plymouth dealership, I'm not sure. At the tender age of 6, Barack Obama consorted with known underground radicals, Paul Krasner and Abby Dalton. Barack Obama was the elusive fifth Beatle, my friends, who was a member of the Charlie Manson family. And he had torrid affairs with Squeaky Fromme and Willie Horton Hears a Who, my friends. Barack Obama held select skin shoots for Buffalo Bill and played the triangle in Dr. Judd's Dead Symphony. And that's not the kind of change we can break a 20 with, my friends. Can I have my cream corn now?
You think maybe Dick Cheney is really Lurch in disguise?
I think he's...
him yesterday after he came out of the hospital.
I think he's Uncle Fester.
Wow, he's here festering in my craw, I'll tell you that. What is a craw?
It's right over
now
here.
Now it's down 165, by the way. It's making a comeback. What?
It's right over there.
The craw?
It's right under your gizzard.
I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Now, I've got two. It's kind of stupid because I've got like a regular envelope, snail mail out there with two Canadian stamps on it.
I feel what you're thinking.
And then I got the FedEx that's going to you.
What?
I could stick his envelope in, because if I just send it regular snail mail, it's going to take till next week for him to get the check.
Right.
As opposed to if I stick it in there
that's
in
right.
the FedEx, he'll have it tomorrow and he can blow all the money this weekend.
That's right.
So maybe if Cordes comes in and talks real nice.
Is he in the building today, Chris?
No idea.
I saw him yesterday.
He might be in the wonderful
KISS
promotions meeting.
Oh, well, maybe they're having a promotions meeting. He'll be there all day.
Well, that'll take till what, midnight?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think?
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, but once you close those FedEx envelopes.
Oh, you already closed it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well then, too bad.
Well, I got a whole bunch of them. I got 80 million of them.
I know.
How much do those things? Well, they don't cost anything. They send us. Do they? They charge you for those?
I really don't know. I'm not. I don't have my own FedEx account.
You don't have your own orifice and stuff.
No,
like that.
I have my own orifice.
I do. I got I got all kinds of fax paper. I got toners. I got stuff. I run my own little neat operation here, and I don't. When I come in the morning, I don't find that like this morning. Fatso there told me that a couple of buttons were pressed in the wrong position. People keep coming into those studios and they keep potchking around. Okay, people who don't even know what the hell that word means, they are potchking around with the stuff. Stop it.
Ain't gonna.
What you ought to do is just because you've got that kind of like
or devious nature.
What was De Niro's character in Taxi? What was his name?
Travis Bickle.
Travis what?
Travis Bickle.
Bickle, that's right. Well, you have that kind of mentality, and I think what you ought to be doing is like hiding in the bushes there. Yeah, that's right. Just turn all the lights out and kind of hide in the corner behind the Louis Miguel statue. And then when somebody comes in there and starts potchking with the equipment, blow their crap away.
I could set some booby traps.
Good. Oh, we can do that on that picture of mine on the website.
We'll use your boobies.
Yeah. It's a trap. Greg in Melbourne says, boy, we're getting a ton of emails, man. This thing is going over bigger than freaking Mary Tyler Moore and the $6 Million Man. That is such a great scene. Lorraine Hobbs. Remember that scene in Network?
Sure do.
And she says, I'm a commie, badass, well, we better not say the N-word.
No.
Now, why is it that you can't say that word? I mean, I did say it in reading a couple of stories. Because a lot of the American racists have been there. That's their thing. It's like the old bitch there in Tamarack. Well, he's not the same color as me. Why don't you just say it, honey? He's a Schwarzer. Just say it loud and proud. He's a Schwarzer, and you're not. You're an old Jew in Tamarack. But her husband, he's voting for Obama. She said, well, maybe I'm coming around. Maybe I'm yeah. Cox ahoy, honey. Anyway, Greg says, just had a thought on the Wall Street mayhem. After the initial collapse and bailout announcement, I found it perversely amusing. The Dow had that huge comeback day. Now is heading toward the sewage treatment plant again. I'll bet the GOP Cheney minions came in and pumped up the price of fledgling investments just so their compadres who didn't get the word weeks ago to unload had a chance to bail out without getting scalded too much. This is all part and parcel of the administration's word to make good on their No Millionaire Left Behind Act, says Greg in Melbourneese. Who knows? One thing I do know for sure, it's like the secrets of the slots. Now, remember I put out a plea for that a couple of times?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think I could open that FedEx envelope, or use another one?
I don't know. I haven't tried to reopen
let me go and get the 2 envelopes.
All right.
Oh.
And I closed my music player. Where's my cartoon music? Do you have it in there?
You have the one you gave me over here.
Yeah. As slacky as he is these days. There you go. Ooh, xylophones. God, I hate xylophones.
How can you hate xylophones?
They annoy me. Have an annoying sound.
Well, see, one great thing about FedEx, kill that stuff. I know I'm not going to be able to reopen this. Because you have to pull... Well, you have to pull
the thing. You have to pull it?
Wait a minute. You have to pull it. Well, I just pulled it. I'm reopening it. Well, the one great thing is that you put the address stuff in the,
right,
in the plastic thing there.
Different thing, yeah. So you don't have to rewrite it, at least.
So I'm taking out your envelope, and I'm combining it with his envelope, and I'm sticking it in a new, at great expense to me, a new Virgin FedEx envelope. I'm removing that little tab, and now I'm punching it down, and that's it. And I'll take the address thing and stuff it in there, and now it's all ready to go. Boy, I am so productive today, it's almost like I should take a few months off, you know what?
Scary.
Woo! What a job. What a job I'm doing, man. God. Oh. And I just had to dispose of the old FedEx envelope there. So his check will be right in there in that envelope, and you can either give it to him or forge his
name and cash it, yeah.
Cash it and have a great weekend. The Dow is down 203. And Tony Harris has that same glib smile, like he just swallowed a canary, that he's always got. Mm-hmm. He gives me spilkies. They've got the most unlikable people on CNN. Too bad during the daytime, MSNBC don't have anybody useful on there. I will say this for old Bob Schieffer. I thought he did a pretty good job last night.
Yeah, he was all right.
I mean, at least he did some follow-up questions, and he had the balls to ask them about, he kind of like double-dog dared them to call each other names, and they didn't do it. They both, ran away from that. It would have been great if McCain would have looked at Obama and terrorist. That would have been good. Yeah. Maybe I got a little bit of respect. But he just lost tons of respect last night. He was just grotesque. 178 on the downside on the Dow.
Well, I think one of his very best moments in this debate is they had a long conversation about the negative tone of the campaign. And after he'd been using the Bill Ayers thing for a bit, McCain came back and said, but my campaign's all about the economy. And I think that was a wonderful use of the true smile by Obama. He had a twinkle in the eye. He was saying, in effect, I don't believe that his campaign's really about the economy.
Yeah, that was good. As if, who the hell are you kidding, old man? Kind of like me. Who are you kidding, old man? I don't know. I must be kidding the Beasleys because they keep sending me those big checks every 2 weeks. Oh, that's going to be over in about, 2.5 months?
Yeah.
They're going to start sending me much smaller checks every 2 weeks. Oh, how am I going to survive on that? You're going to have to help me out.
I got some good advice for you.
Yeah.
Cut some sandbags from your balloon.
It's always the same, you know? Always the same crap. God. Travis says, what's up with all these Brits coming on CNN, MSNBC, Fox, et al., and giving their spiels on our politics? Don't they have politics in their country, or are we starting to outsource our media, too? Let me tell you, Travis, when they start putting on people from India to give their analyzation, hey, if we can start getting some German XXX programming on our public TVs, then I'm all for it. But until then, let them go home. Let those pasty Brits go home. Amen, Travis. Oh! You's got it. I would read the poll result, but I don't like this poll. Should we Schmidt can't? I mean, there's no point in us doing a poll on the debate last night. We did that before. And, you know, this audience, we got about 6 McCain people out there, and those people we'd like to crush with a something. Mack truck. Here's somebody who says, when I look at the picture of Neal on the website, oh, this is a poll suggestion. You want to hear it?
Okay.
Get horny, get nauseous, promise to start my diet immediately, don't find anything wrong with it, think it looks a lot like me, think it looks just like I always pictured Neal would look like, poke a hot stick in my eye, or thought it was George.
Cute. I like it.
Yeah, it's not bad. We'll put that in my pile, in my poll pile. Oh, here's one from Joyce Fitch, the fake Joyce Fitch. Neal, you are no longer to make fun of or play any parodies in reference to Howard David did. Mr. David is suing the company for defecation of character. By the way, in 6 minutes, we got the 2-for-1 things on WQAM.com. Is the food there yet?
No.
Wow. From Jake's Bar?
And Grill.
Mr. David is suing the company for defecation of character. He's very upset about the bit you play regarding his hairpiece. Mr. David has sworn under oath that he does not wear a hairpiece and has never had surgery on his head of any sort. I'm sorry, Mr. Rogers, but the Howard David bits need to go. You must stop these bits immediately and suffer the consequences. As you know, Neal, I control your show and you must listen to me. Obey me now, a-hole. Sincerely, Joyce Fitch, a.k.a. Beasley Bitch. P.S. I blow. It's got like 10 of those. I blow. She blows. Joyce blows. And everyone knows. God, it's almost noon already. I'm going to tell you one thing the emails have done. It makes the show seem like it lasts about 5 minutes for me.
Does it?
Because I'm busy, man.
Busy?
I'm really busy. If you're really interested, number of dead is going to be estimated, but if you go back to the days of the pyramids 5,000 years ago, it's estimated that some 6 billion have died around the number of living today. If you go back to the introduction of the modern man, 40 to 45,000 years ago, estimates range from 12 billion to 110 billion dead. That would mean several ancestors to each living today, so living won't be catching up to dead anytime soon. Hope that answers your question. We're not catching up. But the way they're going the last couple of days, I think we're really making a big move, man. Tom Tresh. Oh, my goodness.
This is Neal Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
This is Brady Quinn. Whenever I shave my balls, I listen to the Neal Rogers 12 to 1 hour.
I thought Christianity was fairy tales. This religion thing was not for me.
Absolutely.
They held a big convention and let me in for free. I had no idea what I was about to see. Oh! They were speaking in tongues that made me a believer. It was kind of fun to stick it out of my mouth. Speak in tongues. They got me believing my tongue is weaving from side to side. The Lord will now embrace me. I clap my tongue to the beat. Now, whatever I do, He'll forgive me. 'Cause now I speak in tongues. That makes me a believer. And I'm having fun playing around with my mouth. Now I speak in tongues.
560 WQAM. Happy Thursday to you from all your paisans at WQAM. The three of us. Mm-hmm. Now, did Cordes get in touch with you or what? Did he come
No, he did not touch me.
Give me that check for sure tomorrow.
I don't think he's here. I think he's stuck in that meeting like Chris said.
No, well. Like I said, you can do whatever you want. Now, we got 50 of these certificates for Jake's. So I'm assuming the food is there, right? Because you just sent me the...
No.
No?
No, Jeff said the guy is minutes away. He's stuck in traffic.
Okay. So we've got 32 left, so we've already sold 18 real quick out of the 50. These are $100 certificates for $50. And I'm looking at this menu, the steak special Thursday night menu, and it's making me get really upset because I'm not there.
Yeah.
Every Thursday night, all cuts $18. 16-ounce New York strip, 8-ounce tenderloin, 16-ounce bone-in ribeye, all cuts USDA choice beef. All come with your choice of one accompaniment. One of these, chimichurri, blue cheese butter. Oh, God, that sounds good. Garlic confit or peppercorn demi-glace. And all steaks come with choice of 2 sides, sautéed spinach, steamed asparagus, Brussels sprouts with Parmesan, or as Mr. Ego would say, Parmesan, roasted shiitake mushrooms, hand-cut French fries, sweet tater steak fries, baked mac and cheese, crispy chili onion rings, or tomato sweet onion salad. God, I could just sink my teeth into one of those great pieces of meat right now. With that blue cheese butter. Doesn't that sound good?
It sounds great. You're making me hungry.
Yeah, too bad the food's not there yet. It'll be there. So I guess we'll assign the fat boy to a 27. We sold 23. We're almost halfway home. See, slow and steady is the way these things are going to go now. 22. We've sold more than half. 28.
28.
It's a fabulous place. Boy, I tell you, I can't wait for you to eat the food so I can hear you what?
The place is great. I've been there 2 or 3 times already. And
I don't even have any more weenies.
The steaks are so good, they're still good the next day.
Well, that sounds like really good meat.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's down 146, by the way, for those who are getting all panicky. Don't get panicky. It was down over 300 earlier. It'll definitely not go down more than, 2,000 or 3,000 points today. Don't worry. When the number on CNBC on the gambling channel starts with a minus, that's the time to start getting a little bit worried.
Oh, my God.
That's right, minus. When you owe points. Kind of like that book tomorrow morning. I almost forgot about that. Maybe that's why I'm in such a great chipper mood today, huh?
Yeah.
21. We got 21 left out of the 50. Means we've sold 29. We're going at a pretty good rate, wouldn't you say?
That is.
Because nobody's got any money these days. That's why everything has come slow down to a crawl, and nobody's got any money. Except Jake the plumber. Joe the plumber.
Right.
Whatever the hell his name is.
Get it right.
This is cute from Barbara. A typical day in retirement in Florida. I haven't read it yet, but it's cute. I think. It better be. It's long. It'll take us up till midnight. We get up at 5 a.m., have a quick breakfast, and join the early morning walk and talk club. There are about 30 of us.
About 30, man.
Rain or shine, we walk around the streets all talking at once. After a nimble walk, avoiding irate drivers out to make us roadkill, we go back home, shower, and change for the next activity. My wife goes directly to the pool for her underwater Pilates class, followed by gasping for breath and CPR. I put on my Ask Me About My Grandchildren t-shirt, my mid-calf shorts, my socks and sandals, and go to the clubhouse lobby for a nice nap. Before you know it, it's time for lunch. We go to Costco to partake of the many tasty samples dispensed by ladies in white hairnets, all free. After a filling lunch... This is cute. After a filling lunch, if we don't have any doctor appointments, we might go to the flea market to buy a Rolex watch for $2. We're usually back home by 2 p.m. to get ready for dinner. People start lining up for the early bird around 3 p.m., but we get there by 3:45 because we're late eaters. The dinners are very popular because of the large portions they serve. You can take home enough food for the next day's lunch and dinner, including extra bread, crackers, sweet and low packets, and mints. At 5:30 p.m., we're home ready to watch the 6 o'clock news. By 6:30, we're fast asleep. Then we get up and make 5 or 6 trips to the bathroom during the night. It's time to get up and start a new day all over again. Doctor-related activities will eat up most of your retirement time. I enjoy reading old magazines in sub-zero temperatures in the waiting room, so I don't mind. Calling for test results also help the days fly by. It takes at least half an hour just getting through the doctor's phone menu. Then there's the hold time until you're connected to the right party. Sometimes they forget you're holding, and the whole office goes to lunch. Many of the receptionists are quite rude. They keep you standing near that dopey closed window, totally ignoring you. After half an hour, I ignore the do not tap on the window sign. I tap on the window. This always drives them nuts. If you do, they put down their Egg McMuffin or their copy of the Inquirer and fling open the window ready for a fight. I lie, explaining I tapped the window accidentally because I have Parkinson's. They claim they're required to keep the window closed because of the privacy law, but I don't believe it. They're afraid if I were to overhear Saul Lipschutz has hemorrhoids, that I would blackmail him or sell the information to a foreign government. Is everyone in Florida? In Florida, everyone's got hemorrhoids, says Barbara. You got roids?
No, not at the moment.
We're down to 20 left. We've sold 30.
About 30, man.
We got 20 left for Jake's. Choosing a development with suitable amenities is an important decision. The various clubs in these communities provide most of the activities. Our development's got over 300 clubs. There's something for everyone. Clubs like the Kidney Donating Club, the Taliban Club, the East Meets West Club, not to be confused with the West Meets East Club, etc. A truly active community is one where the ambulance is there several times a day and is part of the travel club. Mostly it's important to choose a development with an impressive name. Italian names are very popular in Florida. They convey world traveler, uppity sophistication, and wealth. Where would you rather live, Murray's condos or the lakes of Venice? There's no difference. They're both owned by Murray, who happens to be a cheap SOB. I hope this material has been of some help to you future retirees. If I can be of any further assistance, please look me up when you're in Florida. I live in the Leaning Condos of Pisa in Boynton Beach, says Barbara. It's cute, huh?
Quite.
You didn't think so.
It was cute.
You're
a little
just
long.
Because the food's not there.
The food's here
I told
now.
you it was long, huh?
The food's here now.
All right, let's hear it.
All right.
I sure hope they brought you some of those great steaks with those sides and accompaniments.
I don't know what he brought.
We got 20 left, by the way.
I'm going to just throw it at my face.
On WQAM.com. What did he bring you?
Collard greens.
Collard greens?
Well, I'm sure there's more than that in there.
Holy moly.
We got some we got some tenderloin, we got some...
Ooh, tenderloin.
All right.
Some tenderloin.
Save some of that meat for me. I'll be right down.
Ooh, cornbread.
Ooh.
Jalapeno
cornbread.
Oh.
Sweet.
All right. Okay, moving along. You eat, I'll talk. How's that?
Great plan.
Adam says, I thought that Adam says your show's all I got. See, and here I was taking great pride in the fact that Adam, who's somewhere in Ontario, was sending me all these emails all the time. I thought that maybe Adam was like a mensch, but come to find out that Adam has
I have no life.
He says, any advice for someone who doesn't want to keep on keeping on? I'm 20. This is supposed to be the best time of my life, but I'm horribly depressed. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. Any advice? Yeah, see you at Woodbine, Adam. Bring me a couple $100. That's very sad. Hopefully Adam's he's funning me, right?
Yeah.
You digging into your tenderloin?
I got some filet.
Ooh. I bet you could cut it with your finger. 211 on the poll. What's the most tired movie premise? Underdog team beats Powerhouse 40. Slasher kills teens 35. Loner cop has to do things his own way 28. Disaster flicks 21. Formless geek wins the hot chick from rich jock 20. Retard makes good 12. Cop has to get revenge for partner 11. Reluctant buddies 9. Little guy prevails against huge corporation 8. Disease of the week 8. Flesh-eating zombies 6. Chick road movie 5. Body switch 4. Politico, who won the debate among undecideds? Obama 49, McCain 46. That's the closest one I've seen. Body switch 4. Depressing self-destruction 2. And cripple overcoming handicap has got 2. Market's down 132. Everything smells like roses.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neal Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
The biggest names. The best talent.
It's the Mad Dog.
Jim Mandich. Afternoons 4 to 7.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Anybody have a heart or a liver?
I'm calling regarding Neal Rogers' ad in the Sun Sentinel today. I find it highly insulting as a Catholic that you people could even put such an advertisement in the paper. How dare you all be so insulting to us? It's the Christmas season, and you represent him as the Pope. You think we're so stupid? It was hateful, and it shouldn't have been done. I wonder if this was something to do with the Judaism, whether we could say, well, it's anti-Semitic, it's racism, so it shouldn't be done. But the Catholics can be kicked around like this? Neal Rogers is an insult. How dare you people do this?
How dare you?
You should take out an apology the same size of that ad in the newspaper to all of us.
Yeah, the same size as your ass, you silly ass bitch. It's 12:15 at 560 WQAM. That was one of our last best of CDs, too, the one with the Pope.
Yep.
Neal Pope. Now,
I'm really
how's the food?
offensive.
You
I am eating.
It is awesome.
The ribs are incredible. He only brought like 20 racks of rib over here. If anybody's in the building and they aren't Todd Dreck, please come in and get some food.
Yeah, if you're Todd Dreck, stay the hell away. We got 19 left of the 50 certificates for Jake's. 14, like I said. Now they're going in chunks. I think we're going to sell them all out.
Oh, we better. This place is awesome. Food is great.
Boy, you get a $100 certificate for just $50, especially the way things are right now. These times, oh, boy.
In today's economy.
In today's economy, that's right. With these tough times, I'm having a tough time getting two knees to rub together. Here's a spy report from Bill Spike Wise. Remember Bill Wise?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Of course.
That is shocking. He was the predecessor to Boy Gary, right?
Right.
Then they stuffed him over on the FM, on the coast or somewhere,
GTR.
right? GTR? Then they blew him out. Bill Spike Wise from the old IOD days. It's not him, of course. Oh, and guess what the guess what the email address is?
I will.
Bill Spike Wise from at MrRadioJr. @live.com. Yeah. Jeff Gonzer's on 93.5 The Quake, KLKX-FM in Rosamond, California, serving the Antelope Valley area. He does middays and weekends. Jazz McKay, see ya, buddy, is on 1560 KNZR in Bakersfield, California, kicking ass with 25 kilowatts of effective radiated power. He follows Rush, Bing Bang Limbaugh, and Laura Ingraham is on that station as well. I never knew he was a Nazi, a biker Nazi ex-con as well. All his callers from the inside. Is there anyone else you'd like me to look up? I'd do anything for you. By the way, I forgot. Did I ever get Joe from Flores his tickets to see The Who back in '89? Signed, Bill Spike Wise. Well, that's the musical question. Was Bill wise?
No.
No. He was an idiot. But then again, he worked for Cox Broadcasting, kind of like Mike Disney. Whatever happened to the guy, John... Was he a promotion? No, he wasn't a promotions guy. Oh, the Dow is up 1.20. Oh, let's have a party. Everybody start eating over there. Oh, it's down 87 cents now. But it's borderline. It's hovering. It's kind of like your governor, borderline.
Yay.
When's the wedding? I haven't got my invitation yet to Charlie Limper's Chris' wedding yet.
I don't know.
We got 14 certificates left, and boy, if we have any left today, at the end of the day, that's going to be a shame. Because this is a really great place, and you guys are just... In hog heaven right now.
Jalapeno cornbread.
To die for.
Oh, yeah.
Here's one from Boca.Brian at LuckyMail.com. Neal, where's my check, you fat Jew? I'm dying over here. Signed, Boca Brian. Boy, there's a lot of fake everybody's, you know what? Eat your heart out, Dan LeBastard, with all your fake people. All he's got is the fake sports people. We got fake everybody, like even fake Boca Brian.
Yep.
Here's David. He says, been listening to you since the WIOD days. My parents always had you on. I haven't stopped listening since. Thanks God, David. Is McCain not the most frightening, unstable candidate you've ever seen? He makes Bush look like JFK. This man is dangerous, and he must be stopped. My mother back home in Miami thinks there will be a terrorist attack. Nothing like 9/11, but enough to scare everybody. What do you think? Nothing would surprise me with these Farbison, okay? They'll do just about anything they need to do to keep their loins on the thing. P.S. been in L.A. the last 10 years, pursuing a career in music. When did Alice Rantel become such a Nazi? Oh, I think right around the same time she came out of the closet.
Convenient.
Yeah. Self-hating. Kind of like from the Matt Drudge storybook.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Self-hating
you fairy.
Queen. But Alice is back. She's back just in time for the election. Still got those 14 left. I'm just going to start getting upset if we don't move those.
I just ate an entire fillet.
In that short of time, they just came there.
Yep.
Wow. You know what's probably slowing this down? I think I'm going to take that envelope and take the check out of there again from...
Oh, that thing, I went and looked at that webpage the other day.
Yeah.
When we were doing the Indian restaurant.
Oh,
You're right.
Now it's like 100 times bigger than it was before.
Yeah. It's almost impossible to find your post on there to click on it and get something.
Chase for the Cup, and it's like a big banner on the left that keeps moving. And as you keep scrolling, now finally I can get to open now. I can get on my thing. The best thing is just go in the right-hand column, forget about that one, and it finally worked. It's like on delay now. 13 we got left. We'll sell them all out. Dow's up 18 points. Let's have a party in our pants. Come on. Let's get up and dance the heebie-jeebie.
These ribs
Omar.
are awesome. These ribs are awesome.
There, I'm going to have some mo.
And we got 13 certificates left. That's outrageous. I know that they're going a lot slower, and a lot of people like Footy aren't even doing them anymore. That's because you don't have a show. But long before he got canned, they stopped doing his certificates. You want to know why? He wasn't selling any. He wasn't selling any. Yep. And that's because right-wingers are cheap. They got a lot of money, many of them, but they're cheap. Remember at INZ, we did a charity thing? And Mr. Broward, a.k.a. Jules Adler, Mr. Right Wing, he was our token right winger on the station. He didn't raise squat. All the rest of us, we got, good donations for whatever the hell it was for, and he couldn't raise squat. Because the right wingers all talk a good game, but they keep the money tight to their ass. Right in that wallet. Joe says, I noticed McCain started out the debate by giving us the status of Nancy Reagan's health. He did the same in the first debate, referring to Ted Kennedy. Notice there was no mention of Cheney, but then at this point, McCain will jump at any opportunity to mention the word Reagan and disassociate himself with the current corrupt Bush regime. The difference between the candidates is McCain seems to be bumbling through a script full of attacks, contempt, and anger, while Obama stands up to his opponent with a respectful, tough, and diplomatic manner. That showed me how these two would handle foreign leaders in difficult situations. With Obama, we'll have far fewer enemies, and our prestige will be restored, possibly better than ever. Obama is special, and it seems mainstream America is beginning to understand that. The campaign is about hope versus hate. And I can remember you calling Obama as our next president back when he was in a room full of other Democratic candidates. Bush be gone, says Joe. That's right, I told you. Once every 10 or 20 years, man, I get something right. Unfortunately, about 11 or 12 years ago, I got something wrong. We came to QAM, and nothing's perfect. Little did we know. Well, you knew.
Mm-hmm.
You knew after that summertime of angst. We got 13 certificates left for Jake's Bar and Grill. $100 certificates. You pay only $50. It's on WQAM.com. And maybe if you can find that banner with my puss on it.
Almost every night of the week, also, they have some type of special going on, so.
Yeah.
The place is great.
I think they're feeding you for free over there.
I wish.
And you sure, obviously it's a great place, but you sure are really got their head way up their collective ass. You just love it.
It's a great place. It's right on a corner, so it's easy access. The food is awesome. The place is just great. There's great ambiance and everything like that. All the people are really nice, so why wouldn't you like it?
Exactly. What's not to like? The real Juan from Hialeah, as opposed to a fake Juan, as opposed to Mario. I don't hear from Mario anymore, thank God.
Ever see a fake one?
What?
Ever see a fake one?
Oh, yeah. Hello, Neal. First, let me congratulate you on your show, no matter which format or what obstacles are placed in your way. Thanks, Joyce. You always manage to provide an interesting, enjoyable, entertainment alternative to the rest of the programming crap on radio these days, especially in South Florida. I can always count on you to provide me with some laughs and information I would otherwise not be receiving. Thanks for reading the bedtime stories. I don't always have time to log on to your website and read them myself. Anyway, after watching the debate last night, I got an instant headache watching the talking heads fall head over heels once again over something as simple as a well-thought, well-written, well-rehearsed response to a talking point Senator Obama was sure to be trying to accurately touch Senator McCain to President Bush. Instead of pointing out how well Obama stayed on message and didn't get himself drawn into the mud or get all crabby and pissed off as the grouchy old man did. If it wasn't the Republicans' vote-stealing apparatus, which they're sure to deploy whether their candidate's ahead in the polls or not, I would say right now, game over. P.S. Whatever happened to the Miami police prostitution scandal? We're still checking that one out. It's like O.J. still wishes he were on a course looking for the killer of Ron and Nicole. But he can't be because he's on the inside. And he's still on the inside?
Yep.
In Vegas? Somebody sent a cute picture. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Got a picture of O.J. behind bars. Cute.
Medium cute.
Not hysterical cute, but cutesy. We still got 13 certificates left. What are we going to do to sell these all out? Maybe I'll buy.
Jump up and down and scream.
Okay.
I'll jump up and down. You be the screamer.
Okay, jump up and down. And...
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neal Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
The sports leader.
I know that the Lord even loves Neal Rogers.
What I did in Alaska, I got involved in the PTA and then was elected to the city council. and I was just your average hockey mom in Alaska.
Know how, don't attack, she's loved by the right.
She took his plane, sold it on eBay.
Hockey mom, she'll fire you if you step out of line.
She was an Miss Alaska.
Oh, you're a fine Alaskan girl, that's true. But if McCain gets ill, we're screwed. They swear you're alright, a clean number 2.
She is a qualified candidate.
Sarah, swarms of reporters outside. Sarah, Bill tried to ask John why he won't die.
This is the most qualified Republican he could have picked.
This is the pick that John McCain made. I think John McCain has exercised excellent judgment.
What's the question? 12:30 at 560. WQAM getting a little choked up again. I thought it was 100% over this phlegm. There's just a little bit in there. Maybe if I get a trowel.
Yeah.
Or a
scrape
towel.
it.
Or move my bowel.
How about a spoon?
Spoon would be good. One of them big
Spoon it out of
long
there.
spoons. One of them long, thin spoons. Like when you get a hot fudge sundae or something in a real fountain place. Like Allen's Drugs. Is it Allen's?
It is.
You know, there was an Allen's... Is it Allen? No, it was Cunningham Drugs in Michigan State, East Lansing. Cunningham Drugs. And they had a fountain. That's back in 1960, 61.
Did they have soda jerks?
No, yeah. And they had a lot of customers who were jerks.
So did you ever?
Jerk?
Yeah, the soda jerk.
We got 11 left for Jake's Bar and Grill in the Gables, 6901 Red Road.
Scandalous.
The food is... What?
Scandalous.
What, that we have 11 left or the food is so
that
good?
they're $100 certificates.
Yeah, they're $100 certificates for just $50. They should all be gone right now if we had any audience or if anybody had any
Jake's
money. But
Bar and Grill.
We're working it, and it's moving along. You know what? On this list of side dishes sounds really... Well, I like them all. Even, which you probably don't like Brussels sprouts because you don't like your veggies.
Brussels sprouts are...
Brussels sprouts with Parmesan, man, that sounds just awesome. But the
that
one that
sounds like Parmesan with
You're going to get a spanking, and I guarantee that your program director is going to be giving it to you tomorrow. This
definitely
afternoon.
not.
Oh, yeah. He's going to put your fat ass over his knee and spank you until your guts spill out.
And it's official. I already told Lee I'll be here tomorrow, so...
Well, thank you so much for caring enough to say your very best.
Thank you very much.
For what?
For having me on the show.
Well, it's your job. You don't have to thank me for having a job. Jesus, God, like we ran out on a street corner and picked you out of a crowd?
Well, you know, the way the things
You're
are
what
now.
we got, man. You're what we got. And we're real happy to have you.
Well, thank you very much.
Most of the time.
I'm happy to be here.
Crispy. Boy, you are really easy. He's working for like 20 cents an hour.
It's better than nothing in an hour.
Crispy chili onion rings. That sounds awesome. Did they bring any of those? I bet you not.
No.
Doesn't that sound good?
Definitely sounds
Crispy chili onion rings. Mmm.
They brought sweet potato steak fries.
Yeah.
Oh.
Baked mac and cheese.
Oh, I love you know me and
garlic
mac
mashed
and cheese.
potatoes.
Yeah.
How's the mac and cheese? You
it was good.
Sucking that up yet?
I had some of it. Yes, it was very good.
You know when macaroni and cheese is the best? I've told you this before. When it's like crisp, like burned on top a little bit, not burned.
Well, when you go there, they bring it out to you. It's your side dish, and they bring it out to you in like this little,
container.
Not container, but like a nice little like.
It's not a container.
What? Yeah, it's a container.
Casserole.
Whatever. A casserole kind of thing. Yes. So it's got the crust on the top of it, and then it's just gooey, good inside.
Like creme brulee, you know how they do that with the creme brulee? Have you ever seen them do that?
They use the blowtorch.
That's right. They use a blowtorch. We've only got 10 left now in the certificates. The Dow's down 28.5 points. Oh, there's that silly-ass queen.
For the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals said, you're right, Republican Party. The Secretary of State has got to do this. She's got to compare...
Federal Appeals Court ordered Ohio to reprogram voter registration database.
...to the counties...
Oh, Pete Williams, that silly queen from NBC.
And in time for the October 25th...
At least she's out.
...date, which is the beginning of...
Isn't she out?
...the absentee ballots. Now, the Secretary of State says this is wrong for a lot of reasons. First of all, she says this system has been in effect for at least 4 years in Ohio. Ohio. It was used for the general election in 2006, the presidential primary this past spring. It's a little late now, she says, to come just before the election and claim there's something wrong with it. Secondly, she says there's a competing federal law that says you can't make wholesale changes in the voter registration lists within 90 days of the election. And finally, she says they've already started the absentee voting. This is going to be chaos if she has to sort of drop everything and comply with this ruling. So that's why she's asking the Supreme Court to step in here. And the question for the justices is whether they want to just sort of put a hold on everything, let the state go ahead with the system it has.
Sure, let them fix it again, okay? They did a hell of a job in 2004. Whale of a job. Rocky says, do you think Mad Dog Manders still thinks oil prices are based on supply and demand?
Yes.
He kept saying that the price of a barrel was based solely on supply and demand. Right. They got oil up the ass, those ragheads, man. They got oil everywhere.
Wreck them.
And the price is determined, what did I tell you? It's whatever the consumer will bear. And when people start resisting and they stop driving, and then when it gets a little bit too close to the election, and when the economy's going to hell in a handbasket, oh, gee, oil is down to like $70 a barrel. Do you realize the price has dropped half of what it was?
Yeah.
$70.20 right now, right as I spoke. I turned on BNN, the Business News Network. Canadian, eh? 84.14 on the loonie. That's not bad. I'll take it. 84 cents. Euro is 134. And the TSX, the Toronto Stock Exchange, is down 260 points. Probably a lot more than that if they would have elected that frog. Stéphane Dion. No speak English. Oh, God. If there's one thing I can't stand is people running for public office in a country where they can't speak the language that's the language of the country. No speak English. Stéphane Dion. Man, I'm telling you, you liberals in Canada, you got a death wish.
I'm dying over here.
But nevertheless. But like I said, we only got 8 left. We're going to sell them all today. It's been quite a while since we sold them all. Because of the economy.
Yeah.
And because we don't have the audience we used to have. I mean, we'll see when that book comes out tomorrow, man. Let's kick some bloody ass. What do you say?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, now you're talking a big game now because you had the free lunch.
We're all fed, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now it's time for a nap.
Now all of a sudden he's all pumped up.
Yeah, you can do some coffee
I don't have my pantaloonies on. It's only 12:36. Why did I say that with the emails? The show moves on. And by the way, here's one, and this is I'm glad I found this one. We have a lot of people who listen in other countries online.
Yes.
Now, I will grant you that there's a time difference, and a lot of those people probably listen like archive. But how come we're not getting a lot more emails from those people?
Good point.
In other words, and not just overseas, but if you're listening like out of South Florida, we'd like to hear from you. I mean, you know, not going to beg. Please. Neal at neilrogers.com. NeilRogers. Isn't it amazing how people like to spell Neal or put a D in the Rogers?
People like to spell things wrong. Try having the name Rodriguez and see how they'll butcher it.
No, I don't want to. Too many Rodriguez's.
I'll say.
And so little time. We got 8 left for Jake's. You better grab them while they're still there, because once they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Peter. It says, love from Cubans in London. Listening to you in London, I got a real life and a job here in the UK. Used to see you in Publix Jacaranda. Remember when you looked like that picture? You looked like Ron Jeremy's little brother, if you pardon that expression. I looked like Ron Jeremy's big brother.
Wow.
Although not as hairy. Oh. One thing about Ron Jeremy, he's not only hairy, but he's got a hairy back. Oh, and shoulders. He's just a furball.
Yeah.
Oh, and look at this. Peter has got a long article that he sent me here, too. A long, ponderous article. But let's start hearing from those people living out or listening outside of South Florida on the email. Rick says, you were right again. Oil is under 71. You can see the future sometimes. I'm psychic, Rick. I'm a psychic old fag. Trust me. I can see the future. Maybe that's why I do fairly good at Woodbine. I mean, fairly. You know, I lose my ass. But nevertheless, because I can find a good machine, man. You think that's it?
That's it, right there.
I think it's called blind luck. Obama's all whipped up. He's in New Hampshire.
Because this is the United States of America. This is a nation that has faced down war and depression, great challenges and great threats. The American story's never been about things coming easy. It's been about rising to the moment when the moment is hard. So America can meet this moment. We still have the most talented, most productive workers of any country on earth. We're home to innovation and technology, colleges and universities that are the envy of the world. Some of the biggest ideas in history have come from our small businesses.
And the Dow is up 80 cents.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neal Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
It's the Big L. Orlando Alzagari. Mornings 5 to 7.
Sports Radio 560
QAM. The sports leader.
Neal, God.
She's oily, soily, and old. Looks like the Quaker Oats guy. Smells from the body roll mold. Barbara Bush has Marty Feldman eyes, pulls of her ice pop out. It happened when she realized she raised 4 criminal clowns. Barbara Bush has Marty Feldman eyes. And she's nasty, old and crafty, and she raised 4 plaything Nazis. She's atrocious and takes umbrage to anyone who says they want no Bush. Walks like she's carrying a bowling ball between her thighs and has Marty Feldman eyes. She doesn't need to gawk, as if she's always surprised. Teeth wiggle when she talks. Barbara Bush has Marty Feldman eyes. She gave us George Bush and Jeb Bush, not to mention Neal and Robin Bush. Filthy rich and fat, and smells just like the magic sauce on a Big Mac. Barbara Bush resembles Ernest Borgnine on a bad day with Marty Feldman eyes.
12:45 at 560 WQAM. We had 6 left, and now we're back up to 7. We had one come back. No doubt you're a bald friend.
So anyway.
Yes?
What's up, Neal? I came in as soon as I could after the promotions meeting. I hear you're going to send that check out.
You are.
No, you are unbelievable. I was going to come in this morning early because you're almost. I'm almost due for the second one, so I didn't know if you were going to lump the two of them together. So this is good.
Oi!
Yeah, lump is the word.
Hey, lump some, would you?
Yeah, now do you hear the fact that then you can thank George for it. It's only by coincidence that he had this, I don't know, some terrorist device that he's going to work under Joe Bell's ass.
It's a bomb.
Yeah, and that came here by mistake. So I'm FedExing that to him, so we'll have it tomorrow. And I figured as long as I'm FedExing it, I'd already made out your envelope with the stamps and all.
That's a start.
And I stuck the envelope and the check in the FedEx.
Sweet.
Which will be there mañana.
Now, just so you know, you're real late. So in December, when I come in, I don't want you to think that, I keep track of the dates. I know you don't, but
dates for what?
The dates that I'm due.
I didn't know you were
pregnant.
I didn't know you were
pregnant. For a check. Come on, guy. You know what I'm saying?
And how do you determine those dates?
Since I've been doing this for years, every 3 months.
Oh, is it every 3 months I send you a check?
That's right.
Too much.
Well, actually, we're going on a lot more than that because I don't get them. So I got to remind you.
Well, in the tough economy times now.
Yeah, in today's economy, Neal, I need that check.
In today's economy,
you can't send them
with
to you
all the obligations that I have to meet, it's really tough.
Like Woodbine?
Right, I'm going there.
You don't have any obligations you have to meet.
We've only got 4 left for Jake, so I'm giving you that alert, folks, because once they're gone, they really will be gone. And you don't want to miss out on these. I'm just telling you, we're going to get them all gone.
Josh said he was going to buy one, but he doesn't have the money for it.
Oh, yeah, he will tomorrow.
All right, well, thank you. I'm out of here. Thank you.
You'll have it tomorrow. And if Julio there doesn't give it to you, you'll know he pocketed the grand.
Bought me a hookah.
I'm not really sure I made it out for the right amount.
I'll add a zero.
No, I'm not joking. I'm serious. I may have to open that thing back up again.
Cordis is getting scared now.
Just send it, and if it's the wrong amount, then you can just, send another one the next cycle.
Didn't I make it out on the air?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Should we tell him what the comment is?
No, don't.
What do you mean?
Don't.
What's the comment?
The memo that you wrote on there.
Oh, on the check. No,
yes.
I remember writing it. That's your fault, not mine.
I know.
Did he leave?
No.
No, he's still here.
Well, when you see the comment,
he wants to know what it says.
On the bottom left-hand where it says for, and I usually write website or whatever. It's got something different on there. It was George's idea.
That's right.
Not mine.
Me. It was all me.
Believe me. So I think George has got the hots for him.
Oh, yeah.
George wants to do you. Still got 4 for Jake's. Boy, we better get those gone. Otherwise, it's going to be an insomnia. Oh, look at this. Greetings from Jersey. Listener from another country. You see this? Oh, I don't want naked pictures, though. Oh, no. This is one of the greatest pictures in history. I'm going to forward it right now. Okay?
Okay.
It's I thought it was just going to be a naked guy. But it's a naked guy with a gigantic human, like a fire hose, wrapped between his legs and back up over his shoulder. It's the most amusing thing. Cute. So let's get that on there. Giving you a shot from Concord, North Carolina. Love the show. Holla back, says Melissa Golden. Oh, Melissa. Remember her?
Yes.
We miss you, Melissa. Now, is that Concord or Concord? Concord, I'm sure. The only place they say Concord is in New Hampshire. There's Concord, Michigan. I'm sure it must be Concord, North Carolina. Nothing could be finer than to be in North Carolina. Another ponderous season of watching the Panther games on TV, only to be screaming, "Shut up, pot fan," it says every few minutes. The organization should make a change, says Marty. The organization should shut down business. It's a joke. A hockey team in a market. They wouldn't know hockey from... it's pathetic. The Dow's down 25. Not bad. Bob says... Well, I'm telling you, I may not get through all these emails. We're having a spastic Thursday on, and believe me, I'm not complaining. It's great. And the best part of it is it's not all from the same, 6 people, Oh, this is Dan from Maryland. Tomorrow I'll be Lillian and somebody else, and you really suck, and your show blows, and you don't have the balls, you and George. Oh, my God. Chronic.
I have no life.
Anyway, here's that story that I was going to give you. Muy importante. Teresa Dillon was surprised to learn 4 years ago that what she deemed as an average sore throat actually was stage 2 cancer on her tonsil. People think the face of oral cancer is the 70-year-old man who's been chewing tobacco and drinking whiskey all his life, she said. But the face of oral cancer is now me, a young woman, healthy, non-smoking, fit. But what really shocked the waitress, and then 38-year-old, was that the human papillomavirus may have caused her illness, an illness that is often sexually transmitted. It was a virus that caused my tumor, the HPV virus, which just knocked me over, she said. Or maybe it was that picture that knocked her over. Dillon is part of a new trend that's puzzling scientists. While most HPV infections clear on their own, there's an alarming surge of oral cancers linked to the virus. The headline, doctors say there's a link between oral sex and throat cancer. So watch what you put in your mouth. Johns Hopkins researchers reported in a study published in February in the Journal of Clinical Oncology that between 1973 and 2004, the incidence of HPV-related oral cancers among people in their 40s nearly doubled. Today, more than 34,000 people have oral cancer, and 39% of those cases are related to HPV, according to data from the American Cancer Society. These are patients who are young, they're in their 30s and 40s, they're non-smokers, they don't drink alcohol excessively, and every time we look to find, we are able to find HPV-16 in their tissue in the biopsy specimen, said Dr. Robert Haddad, a Dana-Farber Cancer Institute head and neck surgeon. Men are 35% more likely than women to develop HPV-related oral cancer. According to the study in the Journal of Clinical Oncology, both men and women are susceptible. And once the virus is in your mouth, you can't just wash it out. The only way to get rid of it is extensive drug treatment. While scientists don't know yet how sexual orientation factors in the equation, they know the number one risk factor is a high number of sexual partners. So straight or gay, the more partners, the more risk, George.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's a magic number. Unfortunately, it takes only one exposure to one infected partner to actually acquire the infection. Infection with the virus usually happens in adolescence. And while oral sex today is necessarily more prevalent than it was in the past, it certainly is more accepted. And some often presume it's free of risks. A 2005 study in the journal Pediatrics found that teens think oral sex is less risky to their health than vaginal sex. It's really obvious now to really say that oral sex is not a safe way of having sex and could have consequences, Haddad said. The risks associated with it don't get as much press as the risk you can see with vaginal sex. You don't see someone pregnant after oral sex. And many don't even know they've contacted HPV, and Dylan was one of those people. You'd be hard-pressed to find anybody who'd say that I'm promiscuous because I'm not, she said. Dylan, who after 6 months of grueling chemotherapy is now in remission, said she wishes she had known the risk as a teen. You have to be careful, know who you're with, and have to take precautions. You need to educate yourself and know what's going on and what you're putting in your mouth. I'll guarantee you one thing, if you see that picture, there ain't nobody going to be putting that in their mouth. When you see that picture?
Some people might be into that.
No, not that. Now, how are you going to see it? I sent it to... Oh, we're back up to 5 on the certificates, by the way. We were down to 4, and then Boca keeps trying. It keeps coming back. The Zales card.
Biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neal Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
The biggest names, the best talent. You're listening to Sports Radio 560 WQAM. Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Hello, this is Della Reese, and you know, Mama be listening to her angel Neal Rogers on 1-2 hour.
Mo Howard and David coming at you with late hits right here on Get Serious Satellite Radio. So you thought I was out of work, huh? Well, now you got to pay to listen to me. Now see here, I got some good show for you today. Rich Waltz will be joining us a little later, but first I got it.
Congratulations, Mo.
Who let you in here?
I just wanted to congratulate you on your new show.
Well, that's mighty whitey, pal.
What do you call this show again?
Late Hits.
What does that mean? I don't understand.
That's what it means, you lame brain. See? I waited.
Waited for what?
That's enough of you. Now get out of here before I strangle your balls.
I'll get you back for this, Mo. You just wait and see.
Yeah, I'm great, bub. I got Rich Waltz on the line. Hey, Waltz, what do you know? What do you say?
Oscar's listening.
I hears you're looking for an attorney.
Yeah.
Why, I'll have you know I used to be an attorney. David and Calhoun, the lawyers.
I know almost every big lawyer in New York. Who the hell are you?
Well, I ain't no Mo. I gave up my practice when I found out Raymond Burr was gay.
I heard that story.
Yeah, it's hard to tell them pipe smokers apart.
You don't understand. He was the greatest piece of ass I ever had, and I've had him all over the world.
What? You too?
Get the hell out of here!
Joe Bell's head.
Okay, we still got 5 certificates left for Jake's. That's heartbreaking.
Yes, it is.
We got an hour to sell them. Well, actually, we have till whenever they're gone, because once they're gone. Anyway, I just emailed you that picture.
I just saw it.
You just seen it?
Oh, yeah. My. Look out now.
Oh. Woo! Bob says, okay, here's a longtime fan. Well, how did you see it?
On my computer?
Oh. Well, no, because I had sent it to,
With my eyes, yeah.
Oh, we're down to 4 now. We got 4 left. I'm going to tell you, folks, you better grab them now, or you're going to be really sorry. I'm not playing like some psychological game with you. I'm smelling you now. Speaking of smelling.
Collapse of home values in America.
There he is. There's old insane McCain. Bah, grumpy and nasty and full of crap. 82 points on the negative side on the Dow. It's not too bad. It's kind of like they're making up their mind, you know. Then hopefully when the show is over, then they'll like either zoom way up or go in the tank. Oh, and speaking of that moron, Tom, where is that?
I don't know.
God, have I got a pile of emails here? It's almost like this thing really works. You know Tom that wants you to fix all his technical problems for him?
Yes.
That one. I'm looking. I can't. I'll find it. I'll get down to it in the pile. Bob says, here's a longtime fan from outside of South Florida. Love to eat at one of your old-time restaurants, Ponzio's Diner. Oh, God, do I love that place. It's still going strong in Cherry Hill, though no more confusing traffic circle there. Also, of course, no more Garden State Racetrack down the street. Now that land is retail, restaurants, and residences. Garden State, man, that was a racetrack that was built to be a casino. And when they didn't get the permission for casinos,
yeah,
bada bing, there it went. There went Garden State. I was actually there once upon a time in America. All the racetracks. Narragansett Park. I've been to more racetracks that no longer exist. I've worked at radio stations that no longer exist. WMRR in Marshall, Michigan. WSPB in Sarasota. I wonder what that is now. Don't you?
No.
I used to go to the Columbia restaurant and get the pictures of sangria. Neal, what is that word you use, infamnia? What language is that? What does it mean? And infamnia is Italiano. Remember when they're having the meeting of the heads of the 5 families?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I don't want it. You're talking about the drug trade. I don't want it near children. That's an infamnia. I mean, do you really have to be clever to figure out what that means?
Use it in context. Figure it out from the context.
An infamnia.
Yeah.
Like a sin. We got 3 left now. You better grab them. I'm telling you that right now. The Dow's minus 63. A lot of numbers for that one guy. You're mailing it in, Rogers. No, I'm mailing out to FedEx, though. How about Cordes showing up there? What a smart ass, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was worried.
He was worried about what?
His check.
And what was he worried about?
That you weren't
I can always go in the other room, and I've got tons of these FedEx envelopes. I have about 50. So I can always go in there and open that up and take his check out and just send George his little device. Well, now, what does that device do?
It's a miniature thumb drive, a flash drive. I'm going to stick it in my phone and have 8 gigs of storage in it for media files and such things.
A thumb drive?
A flash drive, a mini card, various names for those kinds of things.
Uh-huh.
A flash drive.
It's like a hard drive for the...
For miniature devices. It's what stores pictures if you have a digital camera, for example.
Mm-hmm.
It is so hard.
3 left on the certificates. We'll get them done this hour, I think. Don't you think?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fake Johnny Dark says, I thought Fast Eddie Kaplan's theme song was Do It Again by Steely Dan. What does George think of Campbell Brown on CNN? Wow.
Who?
Campbell Brown. She's some pasty-looking bitch. Now's the time for Norman to contact Mel Karmazin. Post-mergers, they have the budget to hire talent now. Howard's looking to add a midday guy to Howard 101, and the Serious Left is looking for a named guy to bring attention to the station. Warm regards, the fake Johnny Dark. Yeah, contact Sirius, Norma. Contact him. Get out your Ouija board. All these people, they just won't give it up, you know what? We're real happy where we are. Anybody buying that? Aren't you happy where you are, Chris?
Sure.
The Dow's down 52. We've got 3 certificates. I keep clicking, hoping that it'll say sold out, which would be a real feather in our cap. Even just reading the menu and the accoutrements that come along with the steak, even that just alone makes my mouth water. You know?
Right.
Like the blue cheese butter. And the crispy chili onion rings. Mmm. Bob, longtime listener, Bob on the West Coast says, first-time emailer, I'm out in San Jose, California. I've been listening since the WIOD days. Escaped from South Florida 98. Congratulations, Bob. Haven't looked back. I listen live when I can, but always make time to catch the archives at night after Olbermann. George rocks when he does the summer shows, but you will always be.
Oh, God.
Bob on the West Coast. He's got a cute decal here. It's a picture of somebody who looks very familiar. It says Obama 08. I'm Joe the Plumber, and I'm voting Obama. It says. Isn't that cute?
Yep.
He was a Republican plant. And, of course, and even in his speech today, that's all McCain's talking about. Oh, Joe the Plumber, Joe the Plumber.
Make it harder to sell our goods overseas and kill more jobs, as Senator Obama proposes.
No, let's go over there to Iran and kill some more people. And then North Korea and then Canada. Anybody that looks at us cross-eyed. 2. We're down to 2 now. Oh, this is getting exciting now. Don't you feel like a gigantic rush? From the tippy toes all the way to the top of where your brain is supposed to be? I sure as hell do. We've only got a small pair left on WQAM.com. I'm going to tell you right now, Curtis, it's a damn good thing he didn't come in there when I was trying to log out of this thing. The thing we had on there a couple weeks ago, that was bad. That moving icon, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But this one is as big as a house. And every time you try to log on to WQAM.com and see my puss and click on to get the Neal deal, it just automatically covers up that whole left side of the damn thing. Just a coincidence, don't you think? And then, of course, always the same. And you guys stick up, oh, he has nothing to do with that. He doesn't control that.
He doesn't have a choice. He has to do what he's told like all the rest of us.
Oh, Brandon wants to know what was the frequency of that Sarasota station. Like, I remember that. WSPB, 14, I don't know. Don't know. Now, what are you saying?
Bada boop, bada beep.
1 left. 1 certificate left. I realize this isn't like the old days when we had an audience and people had money. Remember those old days?
Sure.
As, what's his name would say, the shallot days. Remember Mario? Not the crazy Mario, but the shallot guy. With little marshmallows and what is that stuff called? That shallot?
Oh, ambrosia.
See, I beat you to it. Who knows you, ambrosia? We still got one $50 or $100 certificate for $50. And boy, I'm going to tell you, if that thing doesn't sell in the next 41 minutes, I'm going to buy it. Send it to Fat Chris.
Why, thank
Which
you.
I'm sure he'd much rather have the certificate than a check like I sent to Cordis.
No.
Now, did you see the picture that I sent to George? Did you see that picture?
Not as of yet.
Oh, boy. I don't know if you're ready for that. I know I wasn't.
The fact that you're happy to see it, I don't know if I want to see it.
No, you don't want to see it. Put your head on my shoulder. Remember that by Paul Anka? Well, there's more than just head on that shoulder.
Yeah, there's a lot of neck.
Jeff in Boynton Beach says, I was taken aback when I heard you mention the soft soap pink grapefruit splash and pomegranate and mango. I bought these on sale at Walgreens back in July. I've been enjoying them since. I recently found the soft soap Spa Radiant with mineral sea salts and its neon blue color. The scent is orgasmic as well. Thanks to you, no more hairy bars of soap in my shower. And don't get me started on the electric bill, says Jeff in Boynton Beach. Don't get me started on the electric bill. Oh, my God. Woo! Well, one thing about Joe Rose, man, he enjoys being a buffoon. He's not one of those people who's a buffoon because people laugh at him. They laugh with him. Like, hey, Joe, you're a real buffoon.
He knows it.
Huh?
He knows it. He don't mind.
Especially with that big head. Oh, we're down to 0. It's sold out unofficial, though. Unofficial. What did I tell you? When in doubt, we're going to sell out. Told you.
The biggest name.
Unofficial.
The best talent.
This is Neal Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
The sports leader.
Neal, God. Hello, my friends. I'm John McCain. You know, my friends, I gave 5 years of my life to this country as a POW in a bamboo cell. I'm just like Colonel Hogan, since he spent 5 years in Stalag 13. Because you should vote for me based solely on that. You know, my friends, Hogan had it much better than I did, with Nazis that were silly and lovable. Considering we were both interned for 5 years, my friends, I can safely say that... my. Can I have some help over here? I forgot to wear my diaper today, my friends. And that's not the kind of change I can believe in.
This message paid for by the RNC. We don't even want to vote for this guy. You know what? Don't even bother. The old man is, oh, Jesus.
116 at 560 WQAM. Happy Thursday, too. We got the Big O coming up at 2.
Rock solid.
So anyway, WSPB, where I worked in 1973 in Sarasota. I used to say that on the air, Sarasota. And the GM, Snooky Lanson, Cliff Lanson, we called him Snooky, used to get really upset about that. Never to my face, though. And here is a history online. Radio years, Central Florida's great radio stations of the past. WSPB, AM and FM, a history. Now, I don't want to bore you with the whole long thing, but my name is on here. Not exciting?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, tell us about it.
Names from WSPB's past, including, it's got 80 million names on here. And then we get to Craig Sager Sports, Lowell Shoemaker, Stan Grams, Neal Rogers Mornings, Art Howell Nights, Al Stottlemyre PD. Doesn't even have Snooky Lanson on here. Or, I'm trying to think of the redneck Barber. What the hell was his name? Something Barber was the PD. Real redneck. He's not on there, neither is Snooky Lanson. But Neal Rogers is on there. Mornings, spelled Rodgers. Oh, well. I'm famous. You know that?
I did. I'd heard.
I'm famous in old-time trivia. He's so old. Yeah, that's true. See, what they don't know is that my 66th birthday is coming up November 5.
Yeah.
And there's an extra 6 in there on the top of my forehead. But now it's down 11 points. Not too bad. There's Dana Bash.
We got one certificate left.
We what?
We got one certificate left.
Oh, no. One came back. It was Chicken Neck. You can be damn sure of that. Trying to use his old Jay Byron's card to buy it. So there's one left for Jake's. Come on, get on there. Let's make it official. 338 votes on your poll. You got damn near 1,400, I believe. Right?
Yeah, I'm
1340, something like that. We can do it.
10:04 yesterday. So,
what do you mean yesterday?
Or I'm
what
sorry.
do you mean yesterday?
For the previous poll, how's that?
Today.
Yes.
Not yesterday.
So we have 1343.
Whoa. We can top 1350. Obama's Iraq plans vindicated as U.S. agrees to pull out of Iraq by 2011. From the Independent, UK.